Okay, I did push the
Failure.
button. It was mocking me by just like not doing the red light immediately. Hello and welcome to Rolltail. For now, eventually that channel name will change. Hopefully, one day.
Please.
Today we're joined by Gnome of Invention, Klutzy Content, and Blind Bandit 0828. And I'm Sebastian from Sebastian Plays This. And welcome to Tales of Yield Interest.
No, I'm
last
Sebastian.
session- Why does your token keep disappearing, Ollie?
I think it might
She's
be just being because my
invisible.
push to talk button, so I'm gonna take push to talk off. I'll just keep myself muted so you don't hear my dog.
Okay. Is your push to talk button backspace or delete?
No, it's equals.
Weird. Alright. So, last session, you guys... Actually, you know what? Go ahead. Someone else describe what happened last time. I think that'll be more fun, more traumatic for whoever has to talk about it.
I think it was fun.
I have no
Yes.
complaints about our last session. Besides the fact that I feel like an asshole, but you know, that's cool.
We killed God. Plural.
I killed
Ollie.
3 gods
Technically.
with magic stone. Get
Yeah.
right.
Well,
Gonna
three
gas
that we
Ollie
know
up
of,
about it.
and others that we haven't met.
Yeah.
True.
And deleted the afterlife for
Ollie,
elves.
Ollie
and
had
probably
her
other people.
moment. Her
Mhm.
Game of Thrones moment, you know, where the old lady's like, I want Cersei to know it was me. Right? Ollie did that with the god of the elves. It was mwah.
If
It's
this
like-
was a TV show, I would want Ollie's introduction to be her throwing like stones
He
or a
rocks.
brick into someone's window,
Yes.
and then it comes back to this.
Ollie's, we'll just say, canonically an earthbender, and it's only because she's got pebbles in her pockets.
We went to the Isle of the Lich. We murdered everybody. Went desecrated everything, everybody except for Vampire Man, who we brought back. Good lad. Drawl's a deceitful piece of shit and he's dead. Miss you, Drawl. The bee.
She's not happy that she had to kill Droll, and that, you know, but
Yeah.
besides that.
It's a bummer, but, you know, bitch had it coming.
It does fix... it is, like... It gets the result that Drow wanted in the end. Because now there are, like,
Yeah.
no Veshling rules. The Veshlings can't ascend anymore. The first Pantheon is just, for all intents and purposes, just gone from Veshen. Their influence is gone. Which, you know...
Yeah, I'm very concerned about Promise now, but, you know, continue.
Oh, gosh. Also, just... He did really want, like... He did not think the first Pantheon really had a place in the modern world of Veshen, and he didn't think that Veshlings were really panning out. Like, they had a purpose that he thinks that they kind of outlived, like, no longer suits, like, no longer fits. So, it's bittersweet. His ultimate mission did finally happen, but he is gone.
Drawl said, screw those gods, and then realized that he was a god and was like, shit, regardless.
Basically.
He did.
I
He did. He was
respect
basically like, fuck these gods, but then he, like, I don't know, like, he is one. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Sucks to realize you're part of a terrible system.
Mhm.
Sometimes you gotta realize you are the fucking problem.
He is part of it. He was just
Accidentally.
foundationally part of it. Part of the problem
Yeah.
that he hated. And the problem exists as long as he does, to some degree. So, fair enough. Ah. Damn it, that's too sad
Oh,
for
we're
me
paused.
sometimes. Okay.
You
Um,
did it.
I know. I didn't have to. It's unpaused.
So guess what I'm getting?
What?
I forgot to tell you. I'm gonna get because you know how we were talking about getting the commission done of all our characters, and then
Yes.
you know, we were like, okay, we can color it, and then like I found that one coloring website. I've been having to use my mouse for it, but I'm gonna get one of those things where it connects Bluetooth, where it's like the pad with the pen, so I can color.
Nice.
I'm
That'll be
excited.
very cool. Excited. I feel like all
That's
the
so
pictures that
cool.
you've shown have been like really close to the characters, but like the colors have been off. Or they think
Yeah.
or they get really confused about what the hell a gnome is.
Yeah, because at first I was trying to get AI to make the party, so
Mhm.
like I was like, separating it up with like commas and like describing her characters, you know, and like since I wasn't sure if the AI thing would know what a ASMR was, I was just calling
ASMR.
ASMR.
Oh, ASMR. Okay,
ASMR.
right.
I was just calling him an angel, and then I'd be like, okay, we have a tiefling, pink skin, you know, we have a gnome, you know, hair color and height and blah blah blah. And then the one it gave Elfie a mustache, it gave her the pink skin. Myth was like a periwinkle color. Freaking Eldermon was like, I don't even know. Pebble was huge. He was a boulder. And then Ollie looked like freaking Legolas from Lord of the Rings. And I was like, okay.
I think my favorite attempt at like, because every now and then I try to like just see what people, get a good visualization of what people would look like in different styles. So I'll just go into AI and just be like, yeah, describe this person. I think I'm describing each character well, but for some reason, when I describe Elfie, she winds up turning into like a pink demonic baby, like every single time. I don't know why.
True form.
Oh my goodness.
Usually if there's like more than one like person in the image, that's when it gets really screwy, but it bothers me so much. They think all gnomes are children. But
or skinny dwarves.
So, to bring you guys up to the current situation, you are now in Hushire. You're trying to get a little bit closer to Aryonia. You're allowed to be here. You don't really have a close way to speak to, like a really good way to speak to Aryonia. Like they're usually in the castle or out doing something, and you're not like super high rank in society. You're just kind of allowed to be here. It's an uneasy kind of tension between the party and Aryonia right now.
Even Ollie though?
You told like, how many times do I need to remind you? You told him to go fuck himself when he wanted to be on his
even gods.
What's that?
And then I killed 3 gods. He's welcome.
He doesn't know that.
How? Oh, I thought like he would know that because, you know.
No.
Just inherently.
I do think it's, in my head, it's like, I'm just imagining you going into Hushire and being like, I killed 3 gods with 1 rock. 2 birds, 1 stone. I raise you 3 gods, 1 pebble.
That's exactly how it would go.
Of course. Because Trevor's not here, you're not going to have Eldramon on right now. Not like it's super... You probably won't need him for combat, but we'll see.
Sounds like a threat.
We'll see. So you guys are in Hushire. You haven't been here for a long time. You do learn that the tavern has been bought out by somebody else. A lot of things have changed in Hushire. The population's a lot bigger now. A lot of new faces. What do you guys do? Just a reminder, you guys do have 1 token each to speak to an NPC of your choice. It's up to you. What do you guys do?
I don't know what we're doing in Hushire. Hushire is the place where Eldon's whole weird shit with the room happened, right?
Yes. Have you told anyone about that? You told Hathis.
Well, I told Hathis, and I mentioned it to the party briefly when we were on the island, but like shit was going on. It might have been removed at this point, but Eldon had like the whole little like weird spot where he'd been keeping the magical crystals that store people's powers. I stole the book and like a few of the crystals, I think, but the book mostly. And it had like a list of names. I don't know if we can do anything, but if we wanted to like check it out, I think that'd be cool. Although I think at this point they probably would have cleared the place out. Like I don't know if anyone's done anything about it. If they have it, I will have words. But you know,
I imagine you've gone through and read that book, like checked the names at this point, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, if I can.
So just so you know, yourself, Ollie, and Elfie, along with Elfie's sister, are all listed in the book. You can kind of put together this means that you were possibly targets to have your magic removed at one point or another. You don't really know how much of a priority that was, but yeah.
Well then, that's interesting. Okay, well I'll tell everyone that, and I'll go. So we should have a look at all the people who haven't had their powers taken yet, and maybe give them a little heads up. Is Karoom on there?
So looking at it, you would see Karoom is on there, but he's kind of been like checked off.
Yeah.
Any other names that we recognize on there?
Go ahead and just to gamify this a little bit, I'm gonna have you all roll an insight. Just get above a 10. Honestly, should be super easy to see if you can find any names you recognize.
Also, can I specifically see if there's any names of like people that Aryonia wouldn't approve of him taking the powers of? Like if it's like,
Yes.
oh, and the staff.
You can roll. It will be a higher difficulty.
Never
so this
mind.
is you. This is you failing to find any names that you just know. So I'm gonna say you wouldn't get any farther than that. But Elfie,
Damn, Ollie.
everyone is so insightful today. Elfie, you would notice that. What's his name? Oh, you would notice that Reaver is on the list. So it's not just confined to people that are actively in Aronia's territory. They have targets elsewhere. Ollie, you notice that there is a name somebody in town, Velas, is listed on there.
The god of
That's
death
a
is listed
ballsy
on there?
move.
Yes. Which
Oh,
part of
okay.
me in my head is like, I would fucking like to see you try.
Yeah, I was
But-
gonna say I'd like to see him try to
I would pop some
Take
popcorn.
I feel
Velas'
like we wait
magic.
this out.
Listen, we go grab snacks, we watch him try to take Velas' power. And then we can eat snacks with Velas after he's dead. Velas dead, the other guy.
Yeah.
Well, Eldon, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Because Eldon hasn't gotten in trouble for this, has he? Like,
So you did go
Oh, Ollie's
to
been busy.
you did go to Hathis and told him about it, and
yeah.
Hathis would tell you that the operation in Hushire got shut down, but he was not able to get like any more information about like the status of this program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Aronia's a fucking whatever, man. I guess he'd approve.
Yeah.
Bunch of
Yeah.
losers.
I mean, it makes sense. Magic can be pretty chaotic.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what makes it fun. Most of the time. I don't know what we have planned for today.
Mhm.
At some point, maybe not today. Just as like a back burner thing, I am worried about what the whole draw being dead has to do with the whole Veshen situation, i.e., my boy.
Of course.
Ollie would like to kill her dad. You know.
Of course.
But that's like, yeah.
New information to us all.
Yeah, it's a complete surprise, I'm sure. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm not like trying to do that right now. I don't really care. That's like not a priority
Totally
at the
could
moment.
try.
She is though worried about Karoom, but that's like a whole different thing. She like
Mhm.
over table. I kind of figured like whenever, because Ollie can just teleport, there.
Yeah, pretty
What?
easily.
But she like my plan with Ollie was to kind of just check on Karoom on the way, then go kill her dad.
Okay.
Like a buy one get one.
Would you like to spend your token today on speaking with Karu?
We'll wait and see what everybody else wants to do first.
Okay. Sandbox, everybody. It's different now.
Well, Elfie would actually like to speak to Velas
Perfect.
at some point while we're in Hushire.
Yeah. Does everyone want to come along to speak to Velis, the god of death?
I
Yes.
Couldn't
mean,
hurt.
I don't know if she wants this to be a public conversation.
Okay.
So if anyone else has other things they want to do, she can go have this discussion while you guys are doing stuff.
Does does Myth and Ollie have anything they want to do together in Hushire or just in general?
Do you want to go check on your boy?
That's not in Hushire.
Yeah, but I can.
I mean, I do, but like, you know.
We can go check on your boy.
Can we? Or
Yeah.
is that
Yeah.
like
Try
a wait
to.
till later thing?
I haven't done my like long rest yet. You know, like we long rested.
do it.
Yeah. So like, you know,
Yeah,
if that's
Ollie, I have actually wanted to talk to you one-on-one. Also.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
Oh.
yeah.
Then, if those two conversations are going to be going, I'm going to move Elfie to Velis's house.
Said hi.
All right. Which I like how the token just moves over like every single space as I drag them across the map.
Mm-hmm.
Effie just
But-
flew.
There you go, Elfie. We'll start with your scene then. You arrive at Velis's house. You see it's been like the walls have been repainted. Everything looks like it looks like they've really thrived under the population growth of Hushire.
Why is everything black and white?
That's weird. That shouldn't be black and white. Oh, I bet you it's because... Let me see. Yep, you're set to dark vision when right now you should be on basic vision. There you go.
Oh, everything is so brightly colored.
I'll fix that for everybody real quick.
Is that fucker in the corner, Sebastian?
What are you talking about?
I know
Who?
who that is.
No, you don't.
I've seen that yellow-haired bastard before.
No, it can't be John Knife.
What? John Knife is here?
John Knife's in the
Nothing.
corner of the tavern.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, sorry, continue.
I kind of
What?
forgot I put him down on this map.
Oh.
All right. So Elfie, you're at the house. You can hear people are in there.
I knock on the door.
Perfect. Thank you for the sound effect.
Welcome. Helps to have a solid wood desktop.
All right. Pretty quickly, you see Luna answer the door. Different token. Couldn't get the same token.
It's fine.
It's like-
She looks a lot more recognizable now. The other one was just kind of weird looking.
A blob.
The blob. Yeah.
Elfie, what brings you here? We don't... You're not working for us now, are you? Phyllis doesn't really tell me anything about who we hire to work the farms nowadays.
Oh, no. No, I'm here on my own business. It's good to see you. How are you?
Oh, it's good to see you too. Good to know that you're no longer wanted. That part's nice. Well, I mean, like, you're wanted to be here. Like, you're welcome into the house. You know, just... Sorry, I've kind of...
I know.
It's been a time.
I know what you meant.
It's been a while.
She's obviously has had her baby since I've seen her last, right?
Yes.
Do I see any children running around?
Oh, you see, like, some toys on the floor. So, there is a child around.
Okay.
Why do I have
Um.
an archway locked? That made no sense. Do you want to come in?
I do. Yes, I would actually like to speak to Velis if he's available.
Oh, of course. He's right in here. You see Velis is just on the couch, relaxing, drinking tea. You do you want to roll an insight check to see how he's doing on that tea?
Sure.
Oh, do you not remember?
Tea.
Luna famously makes horrible tea, and Velis has just been putting up with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know how good he is at pretending he
Yeah.
loves it.
Of course. It, like, you can barely tell, but every now and then, after he swallows it, you can see him do, like, a little bit of a twitch with his face. So, Elfie, would you like some tea? I can get some heated up for you. I've found out that, you wind up getting the same... So, we normally buy tea in town, but recently I found that you can get the same color tea if you use oak leaves and sticks. And Velis, he says that it tastes just as good as always, so... I figure.
Have you tried using cinnamon sticks instead of oak sticks?
Oh no, I'm allergic to cinnamon.
Okay. I'm allergic to oak sticks, so I'm good, thank you.
Well, the sticks are actually from a bunch of different plants. Some of them are pine. I do have some maple sticks.
That would be great. Thank you.
Perfect, I'll get that for you. She goes into the kitchen and wherever the fuck I put the kitchen in this house. Dear God. Yeah, you're alone with Velis for a second. Before we get going on that conversation, I'm just going to get that started with Myth and Ollie.
I have a question really quick since I'm trying to get my like long rest thing in. So I know for Druid, like the amount of spells that I can have prepared for each one for the level that I am. But now that I'm a cleric, right? So like for like Druid right now, I can have 4 cantrips prepared. But then like for cleric, it says I can have 3. So like, do I add those onto the 4?
Yeah, but they have to be like cleric in the cleric spell list.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I get yeah.
Yeah, if you want to like mark down, if you want to add to like the titles of the spells, like what your cleric ones are, it might be a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I probably will do that. Thank you. Okay.
Cool. So, Myth Ollie, were you going to have this conversation in the tavern? Were you going to have it somewhere else? What were you going to do?
Well, I'm cool to have it in the tavern, I think.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Ollie's chilling.
Unless we get spied on and then murdered and assassinated. But hey, that's already happened a few times, so I'm kind of cool with it at this point.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, what's really different than pretty much all the other times?
I know. It's crazy. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about trying to get promise back. See, here's the thing, Ollie. I wanted to talk to you for the longest time about a thing, but now that we don't really know what's going on with Veshlings, it's like a lot of my points are null and void, which is kind of good in a lot of ways, because I don't know what to do about the promise situation. I don't know what the situation is right now. I gotta go check on him. I was gonna go check on him when we all weren't hanging out, and I didn't, because I didn't. For like a lot of reasons. Yeah, you know, in case he's like really mad, or I don't know, I just didn't really have anything to help at the time. But what my plan was going to be is that after we hit Aryonia over the head, I assume I was gonna do like a modify memory thing, and then like, you know, to try and help him become his own person, he could just imprint whatever memories he wanted onto me, and then I was gonna like force lock cage myself like down for like ever, and then he'd just be like chilling. I don't think that's gonna work anymore. But also, I don't think that would have ended very well either. But I was just wondering if you had any ideas, because like I also appreciate that you're like the only other person that likes promise, which feels mean to say. But I appreciate you.
Well, it's just like, we can go check on him. I mean...
Yeah. But also, if he tries to murder us now, I won't be able to. But yeah, you know. So how have you been with your everything? You know, you did get murdered,
Hmm.
and we didn't really talk about it, but you fully got murdered.
You just see Ollie like look up and her eyeballs like twitching like just a little bit.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
like,
what's up with your eye?
she looks a little fucking crazy. She's like, I don't know what's up with my eye, but she's like, I've got some things to do before I'm completely erased from this universe. By
So like
things
a for sure.
killing a certain somebody whose name rhymes with
Beaver?
beaver.
Yeah. His canonical name. By the
She's
way, does your
not.
eye still work?
Ollie's kind of like thinking about it. She's like, I don't know. I don't know what it
You know.
is exactly. She's gonna try to use her eye because she has no idea. She's gonna
Okay.
try to use it like right now.
Try to see if Promise is pissed off.
Touche. She's gonna try to see what Promise is doing, like in the immediate future, like as in like later to that day or whatever. Because I know that I can't like look at him right now because
been
it's
Like
like
doing-
hypothetically, if we were to teleport to him right now, would he obliterate us into the sun?
oh wait, I have this too, and I never use it. So let's see if it works. Hold on. Use this.
Do so.
Oh, yeah.
Again.
So you've got to flip for it on a long
Ah.
rest, and then whatever you have is what you use going forward.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what it does, but it kind of seems like how Elfie has to roll her portents.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
you just rolled this, the other formula, and then if you get an even number,
Even
which you did, whenever blah blah blah, if someone's making an attack roll in front of you or whatever, you can use your reaction to give them a d6,
okay.
like a bardic.
I
And
was
you can
kinda-
use it as many times as you have a proficiency bonus.
Which is like 6. So that's a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. See, I thought that was more like
have to
good
be
luck or
30 feet.
bad luck.
So
Not like
if-
that.
Well, it is.
Oh, okay.
if you want to use your eye, just go ahead and use an Arcana check.
Okay.
You will have noticed that it just hasn't. You haven't really been able to access it since Drow's
Guidance.
death. Like it's still there, but you know. Ah, that's good enough. So you want to see? Was it Promise, right?
Yes.
My baby.
So you see in front of you the snout of a large black dragon, like as if your eyes were where the dragon's eyes were, and you just see fire going everywhere in your immediate vision.
Can Promise, like, does Promise tell, like, can he tell that I'm, like, looking for him or at him at this moment?
No, you're only seeing through his eyes right now.
Okay, so, like, if I were to try to talk to him, it wouldn't do anything.
No.
Okay. So Ollie would tell Myth that, yeah, she saw Promise. Ollie's
How
kind
was
of
he,
like,
bored?
Ollie's kind of like looking around like, I don't know if I would call it bored. He's a Dargan, and he's lighting lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and tons of shit on fire right now.
Like people or just like
You could not see beyond the fire.
Oh my god, does this make me Ed Sheeran?
base level happy for him, but I am concerned.
That reference.
Do you get it though?
Yeah,
I get
it's
it.
like a
Yes.
Hobbit reference, isn't it? For that
Yes,
song you
yes
did?
it
Yeah.
is. Yes it
Sick.
is. Fuck
I
yeah.
haven't had to
Okay.
think about that in so long.
I'm so happy you got it though.
Cool.
Okay, yes. So Ollie
Yeah.
would tell Myth of that's what she saw. And then yeah.
It's probably like super. See, my thing is now that the gods are dead, Promise was in like the little place, the little curse forest thing, and that was kind of good because then I could be like, cool, I could go there once it's safe to get him out of there. Whereas now I'm like, I don't know what's going on over there. And also, Promise is apparently a dragon. I saw him when I died for like a little minute, and then I was in Lena's head, and that was fun.
Oh, did you tell Lena what I did? She's gonna be so proud of me.
You can fucking tell her. She had.
Well, Ollie's like, I
She had
got
like, the
how.
weirdest thing for Drawl. It was not good.
Ollie's
Like, oh
kind of
my
like,
God.
you kind of see her like, you're really sad for a second. She's like, I wish that Drawl didn't have to be involved.
Yeah. Crazy how absolutely nothing bad happened there. I just don't want. I'm just not gonna tell her. It'll be fine.
In that moment, you hear in your head Lena's voice. Oh, tell me what? What? Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to you for a while, but I heard my name multiple times coming out of this general area. What are you
Yeah.
doing? I'm quite busy with something right now. Well, to be honest, I'm in the middle of a marriage.
Okay, wait, who? Yours?
Oh, yes.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Hold on, everyone is
Okay.
looking upset at me. One moment. About 2 minutes go by. She comes back. So I'm no longer married.
Okay.
But anyhow, I'm much more free now. What's going on?
Nothing. You just came in to tell me you got married.
Is this you gaslighting her?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll deception.
I'm afraid.
Against the most powerful living being in all of Veshen right now. 30.
30.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, let's see. Allies, companions, Lena.
That's strong.
Fucking insight, I guess. Yeah, she does not pick up that. She believes you. Oh, well, that's
Cool.
quite weird of me.
Yeah. But I
Oh,
am so
hey.
happy and sorry for you. You'll get him next time, Tiger.
I did want to tell you, you don't need to drain the sea anymore. I found a way to get where I need to go. So if you want to just plug that up, so then I can, whatever. If it doesn't matter. If you want to plug it up, if you want to just let it drain, up to you. Don't really care, but I've got what I need
Totally.
now.
Cool. Okay, well, I have deleted Prom Shop's name from my contact list, so I can't actually tell him to stop, so that's fine.
No, it's fine. There's a lot more large things down there than I remember.
Crazy. Okay, bye.
Yeah. And then she's gone from your head. And with that, I'm going to flip over to the other conversation real quick. Well, not real quick. All right. Luna has given Velis new tea, topped it off for him after he was almost done, and she's given Elfie tea as well. She apologizes because she only has the big soup mugs left, clean right now, so you got a big one. And then she left to deal with some other things. Velis telepathically in his... Oh, yeah.
Elfie, wait. She, goes to pretend she's gonna drink some of it and waits until Luna is out of the room and then puts it down.
Velis telepathically, while Luna was leaving, says to Elfie, I was just about done with my tea. Great.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
But once she's out of earshot, he puts down the tea. So, quite interesting. I've seen you recently. Been up to some things.
You've seen me?
Of
What
course.
does that mean?
Final death of both Drow and Nema.
You're there for both.
I was wondering if you knew what happened. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't know what happened. I just figured I should come talk to you about it.
Kind of sighs, almost drinks some of the tea, then remembers, like, wait, no. He puts it back down.
I knew their death was coming. Only a matter of time. Didn't quite think you'd be into oblivion.
Well, just to be honest, I didn't come here just to see how you were doing. I mean, of course, you might have feelings about all this, and you can talk to me about that if you want, but
No.
okay, it's fine. we don't have that kind of relationship. It's fine. But I was hoping you could help me.
With what?
I know you probably can't bring drawback at all. But if it's possible for me to somehow talk to him, have one last conversation.
I understand your grief, but there is nothing to have a conversation with. He does not exist anymore.
Not right now. But back then he did.
I'm not a god of time, and I don't traverse the veil looking for loopholes in death.
I'm not looking to like get him out of it or anything. I just need a few more minutes with him. And if you can't do it, I understand. Do you know anybody who could do that for me?
It's far beyond what I can do, but there is another constant that I haven't seen. Well, I haven't had to walk into oblivion. And that would be the god of time, but I'm not exactly sure where they would be. Or exactly when they'd be. Last I knew, they didn't really particularly enjoy this time period, they said.
Yeah, I don't either.
They keep mentioning that it's very annoying to exist in a time without the internet, whatever that is.
Internet? Okay.
Some kind of veil thing for a forest or an Amazon forest or something. I think you bluebirds live there. I don't know. The mail is hot, I've heard. It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, do you know how I could contact them?
You just need to be at the right place at the right time. Which I have no idea when that would be currently. And I don't know where it'll be soon, and I don't know where it was. Could, potentially, I would advise against this. You could try to see if there were entities beyond the Tharos. It's a dangerous thing, though.
Like Kius?
Kius wouldn't do it.
I'm not talking to him anyway.
I wouldn't. He's all about worms. And often is a worm.
Not a fan.
One time I did speak to Kius. Oh, it wasn't pleasant. I didn't want to go into detail. It just was... happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, well, can I at least can you at least tell me the name of the god of time?
I gotta look that up real quick. Gotta open up my World Bible on OneNote. Which, because it's an app on Windows, takes longer than anything else for some reason. Anything that's Windows. And no, I do not want to change a theme for my Windows 365 applications. Alright, that would be Asura.
How do you spell that?
Ausra.
And what can you tell me about Asura? Like, what? So we know this, they like this internet thing, but like, and these random bluebirds, but what else do they like?
They don't. Well, to be honest, I don't know. They kind of exist away from everyone else, well, all the other constants, so I don't really get much of an opportunity to interact with them.
Do they go into the Veil at all?
They kind of exist. They have existed everywhere, they're going to exist everywhere, but they're never where you're looking.
Janice.
You can't really catch time, if that makes sense. You can't hold on to seconds, or they just kind of happen and you're there.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, how have you talked to him in the past then? Like,
Oh,
You
Timeless
say you
Void.
just-
I was Timeless Void. Long time
was
ago.
was this before you came to Litharos, or just
Oh,
you can
this
just
would be
pop
before.
in there whenever?
During the Timeless Void, they didn't really decide what they were going to be yet. They weren't really assigned a role.
I have follow-up questions about that, but that's neither here nor
Oh,
there.
you want to know the sequence of events? Because that gets complicated before before
I-
Asura appears.
I'm just very curious about the mechanics of all that, but we don't have to. That's another conversation.
Well, here's the weird thing. It's like everything happens at once, but still some things happen first, and still some things happen last, but they all occurred in the Timeless Void, which Asura really made writing things down a lot easier.
Hmm.
I'm gonna blip over to Myth and Ollie. Alright, what are you guys discussing? Flipping back to you guys.
Oh god, I was fully zoomed in on John.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well, okay. I have a way to potentially talk to Promise, but also if I fail, I will go insane for the entire day. As in, like,
That- I remember that.
yeah. I asked for your help a while ago, but I'm not that wise.
I have greater restoration, like, prepared.
Oh yeah.
So, if you wanted to try it and you did go crazy, Ollie
Yeah.
can use greater restoration
Also,
and make
you
you not
have-
crazy.
You do have that thing, that reaction thing that would probably be helpful. I don't know you have it, but you have it. Okay,
What thing?
cool.
The thing you just got, like, earlier.
Oh, the Wheel and Woe thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh! And then you just
can
add...
reaction.
Yeah, you add
you know.
1d6 onto it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
you can do that.
Okay, hold on.
You can
It's
use,
probably fine. I don't know what I would ask. Also,
you can use whatever is in Ollie's arsenal.
hell yeah, I don't know your character sheet.
That's okay, I don't either.
Okay, I feel like one of us should know.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
I like
No,
to
of
believe
course.
this is still an in-character conversation.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Okay, so it's you mentally contact a demigod, the spirit of a long dead sage, or some other mysterious. Although he's on this plane.
Mhm.
So it doesn't even have to be that. I could get a sending spell and probably be fine.
You probably could, yeah.
That's
actually.
money.
Dude,
It's just risking insanity.
Ollie's just like, dude, I have more money than Eldramon, apparently.
What?
I know, right?
Ollie, I already owe you way too much.
Dude,
So-
Ollie's just like, we're family. What the fuck do you think I'm gonna use the money for anyways?
I just want to say, unironically, you are family so much. Oh my god. You're like I know I say it to like everybody, being like, oh, you're my friend, you're my friend, you're my friend. I just want you to know I mean it when I say it to you.
Well, Ollie's like, I would hope so, because, in the City of the Elves, I put you guys on my family list. Like, It's official.
It's insane. You fucking put prom shop on there.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not, Ollie's just like, fuck. We need to go back. I need to remove him.
I know. Oh my god. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna do it the intense way, because I don't want to have to buy a thing.
Ollie's just like,
It's only a DC 15 thing, or take 66 psychic damage and are insane until you finish a long rest.
Ollie's just like, yeah, you could do
Is
it.
that
I mean, like, I'll bring it back. Don't worry about it. You're good.
Okay, cool. He's not in another plane, though.
Before,
Wait,
like,
he
Myth
is
does,
technically a deity. Well,
before
not.
Myth does anything, though, she's just like, but when Elfie asks, this was your idea.
Yeah, of course. She'll still wonder why you went along with it, but
Well,
you
because
can
it's
say I was lying.
Ollie's just like, it's something you've been wanting to do, and I know why you haven't. It's made me sad to not have Promise around, and I know it's made you very sad, too. So,
Every so often I just sort of like stick my hand into the sun just to think about it. It's been fun. Anyway, I found this less violent way to do it. I won't go insane, and I don't think this can fail. But I can
Okay.
commune with deities.
Perfect.
And my point, I don't. Gods are kind of, I don't think,
Ollie just kind of looks haunted. It is like, the gods are nothing.
I mean,
So-
hey, with your rock, hell yeah.
So, do you want to describe like what it looks like when you're casting this spell?
I think Myth pulls like, you know how they give you crayons to like color if you're a child?
Yes.
I think she just takes like the equivalent of that and just starts scribbling like religious quote unquote shit on the table just to try and make like a little religious what my idea of a summoning circle would be, to like do a little prayer.
Okay.
But it looks very stupid.
Perfect.
And then yeah, and then I'll just sort of like tap it a little bit just to be a little bit nervous. Just go, okay. Feels weird. I've never addressed him specifically.
Yeah.
3 questions or a yes and a
Mhm.
no. Hold on. But I've got to have something stronger than this.
Aw.
Fuck it. Okay, I'll just Elfie, Ollie, do you have a question that's not a question? Okay. I will say, hey, I don't know if you remember me. It's Myth. We've met. I just want to let you know that I haven't forgotten you like at all. And I'm gonna come get you soon. Definitely. Don't kill me when I arrive. I would want to come sooner. And just so this is being sent, how was your day? That's not a yes or no question. Fuck. Okay,
So
Did you have a good day?
that's 1.
in the circle, you see it kind of just suddenly like glow much more brighter. It's making kind of a scene in the tavern. People are looking, and from it you hear like Promise laughing, and Myth, how How did you get in here?
My baby.
What? I'm fine. I'm doing good.
Okay.
Where are you? What is this?
I'm in Hushire. Okay, wait, I didn't expect this to work. Fuck. Okay, update. I don't do shit until Aronia's dead, okay? Don't show up. Okay? Wait, no, the rules are off. Do whatever you want. I miss you. I'm in Hushire. I hope that you're safe. You already said you're safe. I didn't think this would work. Are you a dragon? What happened?
Wait, Miss, can
Ollie
Ollie
killed 3 gods.
can Ollie
Sorry,
hear like her
Yeah,
talking to him? Ollie's like, tell him I said hi, I love him.
Ollie also says hi and that she loves you. I understand that that's a
Thank
lot
you.
to process, and you don't have to respond to it in like you don't have to. It's not like a romantic love, okay? It is just being nice.
I could have swore Ollie had a crush on me, though.
No, that's your auntie. Be respectful.
What? Whatever. Wait, what? No. Oh, God.
Yeah. This isn't whatever the
This is
thing
that-
you were telling me about with the thrones.
Oh, House of the Dragon, which, by the way, I have not been able to watch since being gone.
I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I don't know if you can leave that area. I would suggest maybe not doing it. I don't know what you've been up to, but if you're safe, stay safe. And then I will come and get you when it is safe.
Myth, I have been... So, there were these people that they wandered into... I guess they wandered into this forest where I live now. I'm the king here. And so, I burned, like, so much stuff that there's this other dragon. He doesn't come near me anymore, though. He smells terrible. And I made him go into, like, one corner. And so, just so you know, I have eaten so many blonde people.
That's okay.
That's my boy.
not. It's actually not. But I
No,
can't
they'd go
be
into
mad.
the forest and they'd be like, I don't know what year it is. And I'm like, oh, it's time for dinner. And they'd be like, that doesn't answer that question. And
Okay, that's okay. But when we meet up again, just don't bring that up to people that aren't me, okay? And
Oh, well,
Ollie, I guess.
this will stay between you and me. And meanwhile, this conversation is just like echoing through the tavern from the circle.
Mind your business.
Roll intimidation, please.
Wait, so does that mean like Ollie can technically talk to Promise, like since it's coming out of the circle?
The only voice that Promise is hearing is Myth's.
Darn it.
But I'll
Does she
say whatever
cast
you
a
want
spell?
me to say.
Oh, I was just
Okay.
gonna say hi. How you doing? Miss you.
Okay. Okay, well, bye.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Okay. Wait. Well, you're eating good, so that's good.
No, I've actually not been eating super well because a lot of the
Oh my
none of these
God.
people carry around like snacks.
I take out all my food and I just plop it on the table in hopes.
I heard a plop.
Damn it.
What do I do with this?
Okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, just stay safe. Eat better somehow. Maybe eat less people, but hey, I'm not your boss. And I love you. I would kill for you. If anyone fucks with you, I will destroy them. And I'm so sorry. Okay.
Oh, you're happy to know I killed all of the tree people that lived here. They were saying mean things about the party.
Good job. I'm so proud of you.
Like the Blight
Okay.
King and all those
Oh.
guys. Like you are good
Dude.
the Blight King, but like all the other ones are now dead.
I really, for just half a second, thought you were about to be like the elves. He killed them.
I think the person who has impacted Elvenkind the most, ironically, is the elf Ollie by getting rid of the afterlife for so many of them.
And we love her for it, okay? Everyone move on.
Sure.
I won't tell anyone if you won't.
Oh boy. So with that,
Okay.
the circle just kind of dies. It just turns into like a crayon drawing again.
Mythfully just starts ugly sobbing.
Ollie's
It's
just like
fine.
giving her a hug, like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know what to do. It's okay.
Meanwhile, the bartender is like walking up to you guys and just hands you like
He's not
two
dead.
things of like 2 big glasses of not onion ale, but like normal ale.
Ollie's just like, thanks.
I love you.
You're welcome. I really liked that play you guys were doing.
Thank you.
You know, I was looking to hire some
Hey.
actors to liven this place up sometime soon.
And that's how we're gonna go on to the next other conversation. You're being scouted by essentially an acting manager, I guess, who also runs the tavern. Cool. Vela shivers.
I got the weirdest feeling just now.
I didn't sense anything.
I just got a weird feeling that just something powerful has changed position. Weird. Strange.
You can sense that sort of thing?
But when it's something... This is like a deity level thing. I mean,
So-
things die everywhere, so I kind of have to become aware of where things are dying. And recently, there's this big uptick for a few years in the forest of Veshen where there were just so many deaths. And suddenly, it was like it became a lot quieter.
I mean, yeah. I guess this is really just all I wanted to talk about.
Well, well, if you happen to see Asra, be sure to tell them that Phyllis says hi. I guess. Although it's going to be very hard for you to catch Asra.
What kind of I want to do a insight check to see if I can tell how Velas feels about Asra. Like,
Yeah.
what's the relationship between them like?
A vibe check!
Vibe check. If I were recreating D&D, this would just be vibe check. So you can see that Velas seems to be like friendly with Asra, but like kind of guarded about Asra too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I can see Asra being this like emotionally unavailable, aloof kind of person. So like you don't want to get too attached to them because they're more than likely to ghost you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like another person I know or knew because he's dead.
Wasn't gonna say it, but I'm glad you did.
Oh my god, I thought for a second you were talking about a real person. I was like,
Oh,
trauma.
yeah, fuck you, Stan.
A
Fuck you, guy
Stan?
that died.
Yeah, Stan from Nebraska. Like, the
Okay.
viewership is so low. Imagine if there was just a Stan from Nebraska that saw this and was like,
What did I do?
yeah.
I've never ghosted anyone in my entire life.
I don't even know
don't
these
have the-
people.
I got the
don't
internet
even-
today.
I don't even have a cell phone.
If your name is Stan from Nebraska, don't worry, we don't hate you.
Well, Erica does.
I do.
Okay, maybe Erica does.
yeah,
Back to the session.
fuck you, Stan. I don't even think I know anybody named Stan like in real
Me
life.
either.
So I mean, though I am curious about many things, but like I want to know what other constants there are. So like there's you, death, obviously, and now there's time, which makes sense. What other constants are there?
Oh, then there is the material and immaterial. Best not to interact with those either much.
Well, I mean, it's just you guys now and the ascended Veshlings since the first pantheon is gone.
Unfortunately. A little bit sad to have to, you know, I had to visit all of them very recently. The remainders, at least.
Mm-hmm.
You're quite lucky that magic itself is a constant.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that.
Yes, they were actually quite paranoid when I came to check up on them. They kept on thinking, oh, am I there for them? And it's like, no. Just checking. Quite a weird guy.
Oh, it's a guy.
Oh, currently.
Oh, okay. All right. So does having the first pantheon gone change your job at all, or like is it just going to be a status quo for you moving forward?
It continues to be the same thing for me. The first pantheon hasn't been an influence on me for thousands of years. At least I haven't had to consider any of them.
How's domestic life treating you with your new baby and everything?
Oh, quite well. Sonny's doing pretty well. He did get bullied recently by another toddler who said that he was ugly. But in the end, he'll see justice.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to bully the son of the god of death. That would be a mistake.
Well, also, like, people rent their horses from here. Luna can be quite vindictive when it comes to raising the rates, depending on how she feels about people.
I see.
But she will be the inconvenience in life. I'll be the inconvenience in death.
Oh, a perfect pair then. Elfie kind of gets a little tongue-tied and she looks around and sees all like the kids' toys and like all the trappings of like domestic life there, and she's like, and this might not mean anything to you, but I'm genuinely happy for you and Luna and your son.
Well, thank you.
That you get to have this life together.
I know you were quite concerned that they were going to simply be a skeleton.
Yeah, I was.
I'll have you know they, like, more than a skeleton, everything. They have all of the pieces.
I did not need to know that, but thank you.
They actually have one extra bone in their foot.
Oh.
Going to have to get it removed. Going to be unfortunate. Going to hurt.
Why?
Poor guy.
What? Is it bothering him at all?
Oh, yes. He's started walking a little bit, so whenever he steps, it kind of stabs into his skin if he steps into, like, the wrong spot.
Yeah, you probably get that taken care of.
Well, anyhow, are you going to finish your tea, or anything else you want to discuss?
My tea.
Yes, I can get Luna to get you some more before you go.
No, I'm fine, and she'll
No,
just
it's totally fine. I'll get you. Just a moment.
He leaves. A few minutes later, he comes back with like a good gallon of iced this garbage tea.
There you go. There you go. She says that it has extra minerals because she didn't filter out any of the dirt. Just for you.
Lovely.
Yes. Oh, she did want me to ask you, like, what you think of it, so I haven't seen you drink it, so be sure to drink it. I can let her know your impressions.
Fine. she takes a sip.
Constitution saving throw, please. You managed to keep it down, but you do notice there's like little things swimming in the tea. You may have swallowed a little bit of mosquito larvae.
Great.
Don't worry, it's not. I'm not going to be seeing you sooner because you drank that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'll tell her you loved it.
Okay. And I'll take the gallon just so whatever. Anyway, thank you for your time.
Of course. Be seeing you.
It's never a great thing to hear from Velas. I mean, he's not wrong. All right, if you want to make your way back towards the tavern, I'll continue doing their little scene.
Elfie is she's kind of moseying along through the town, observing what's changed since she was there last and thinking about, her time when she lived here adventuring with Ellie and Talia and all them.
Yeah.
So she's not like in a rush to get back to the tavern. Just kind of like nostalgia.
Yeah. When you're walking by this building, you recall this is the building that Myth mentioned was where Eldon was like doing the experiments, removing magic from people. You can see now it's been completely like boarded up and abandoned.
Is it empty on the inside?
Canonically, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as far as the map goes, no.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd see that the old church here has been like completely abandoned. Like, has gone into ruins. Old library is like broken down behind it. Lots of things have happened here. All right. Back to Myth and Ollie, the tavern owner. It's like talking to both of you.
So I have this. A friend of mine. He runs a studio where he draws people, and I figure he can paint both of you, and we can like create a bunch of these mini paintings, and we can hand them out to people, and someone will be like, "I want them to perform in my tavern." But you'll perform in
Hell
this
yeah.
tavern, and here's the thing: you'll have a steady job here performing, but
Oh,
and
consistency.
when you go to other places, I will take a small percentage of your earnings. Because
How much?
it doesn't really matter. It's like 52, but but listen. It's 52% between the both of you. So like between the both of you, you're paying me 52% of what both of you earn. So when you think about it, you keep 48, and I just keep 52 from both of you. So
You have a
really, like, you got
family.
to think about it. You're making 96% of the amount of money you would be getting together, because I'm only taking 52% from each of you. And no, I don't have a family. Why do you ask?
Wanna go out later?
Are you hitting on me? That's highly unprofessional.
Yeah.
No,
Or
I'm
we
your
can
manager.
talk business later.
Go ahead and roll persuasion. I feel like this tavern owner just got a very short lifespan.
No, I'm not gonna hurt him.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that would convince him.
23.
I mean, sure, I
Yeah.
can go for dinner.
Cool.
Cool. I could serve up this little dragon guy right here if you want. If he's bothering you. Excuse.
He like puts his hand on Pebble and like looks at Ollie.
Ollie,
Absolutely.
is this thing bothering you?
Sir? Remove your hand from Pebble. Immediately.
Okay, of course, this is like a pet. Perfect. But yes, I will see both of you later. You know, remember, if you get any jobs, be sure to bring me 52.
42%.
Bring me 52% of whatever you make if you've completed any job, and I will handle the behind the scenes things, so you don't have to worry about it.
With that, he goes back behind the bar.
Ollie's just looking at him like unimpressed.
Ollie, if he goes missing later, don't say shit to anyone, okay?
I have no idea
Cool.
what you're talking about.
You're my favorite.
She's like checking on Pebble, like, did he hurt you? I know he did. Are you okay?
Pebble's just like eating like crackers on the table. He's fine.
Also, I know we're waiting on Elfie to get back. But I just want to say, I am still on my bullshit that I don't think Essel's dead. And I don't care who doesn't believe me. He's alive, okay?
Who's
And he
Essel
probably heard
again?
all of that. The like big muscly guy that keeps trying to kill everybody. Half giant, full giant, whatever.
Like Goliath.
Oh yeah, he's the
Goliath.
one that all of you guys ran into in your downtime.
I didn't run into him in my downtime. I ran into him in my time.
Oh, you see, Ollie's never run into him anywhere. So like, it's like, I'm like, who is that?
Yeah, well, Eldramon and I, mostly Eldramon, murdered him. But he died weird. He disintegrated. And then Hathis was like, well, we haven't replaced the position yet. Which is weird. I'm just saying, I'm
So you think
keeping
he's
an
gonna
eye out.
come back? Yeah.
I just feel like I'm gonna the very second that I think he's dead, he's gonna stab me in the butt.
With
So
the
I
butt
just
stabbing
always-
arrow of tieflings.
Yeah. Never let your guard down. That's why I don't sleep.
Mhm. Of course.
Of course.
All right. So as Elfie and you guys are hanging out in the tavern. Elfie's walking back. Elfie, you'd hear this a little bit more than them, but you do hear a lot of people walking towards the center of town, and a bell begins to ring, which is what all of you would be able to pick up on.
Okay.
And very quickly, the tavern is like clearing out.
Okie dokie.
Ollie kind of like picks up Pebble and is like, I guess we're going somewhere?
Yeah.
I'm moving these people through the walls, not because they can walk through walls, but because I just need them to be in the right place.
Hey, so Sebastian, this guy, is he like very armored, would you say? Does he look like a strong gentleman? You know?
He's just wearing like tavern clothes, like they're a little bit nicer. Like, he's got kind of decorative things on his shoulders that you can tell like it's not real armor though.
Cool. Okay,
He walks
Ollie,
up
we
to
can
you
go.
guys though.
All right, you guys gotta get clearing out. Sounds like there's an announcement in town, so better get seeing
You
what
heading
that's all
down
about.
there?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
If you'd like to be escorted there, I'm happy to walk with you.
No thanks.
You have to leave then, because I have to shut this down. Gotta close the door behind you, you know. Ollie.
Hey, but we can come back later, right? You
Yeah,
have
of
to
course
talk
you can
about
come back
business.
after this.
Cool.
Talk
hell
about
yeah.
business talk. Yes, I'm very familiar with the business
Yeah.
speaking. Ollie, if you could just gotta clear out this chair, you know. Gotta put.
Ollie kind of looks him up and down and is like, I'll be seeing you.
Oh, of course, I'll be seeing you too. I can't wait for you guys to figure out like what play you're gonna put on here.
Fucking
Yeah, in the middle of
weirdo
his
guy.
in the middle of his sentence, Ollie just leaves. She's like not even listening.
Yeah.
Thaumaturgy. Oh,
No, what?
thaumaturgy again.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just hear him
Part of
cleaning
the
in there.
drama.
Wait, so he's still in there?
It's that guy.
Yeah, he's still in there right now.
Thaumaturgy opened the door, poke my head in, and I'm like, don't ever touch Pebble again.
You have thaumaturgy? My sister. Okay, we should
Everyone's making their way to the town. Let's see. Elfie, you're over there.
Can you whoosh me over there?
go. Ollie, I see your
Absolutely.
sister. There's an elf with... Wait, you dyed your hair. That elf is your sister.
Ah,
Oh my god, John Knife made it.
God. Stop talking about John Knife. Nobody mentioned him. Even though, yes, he does canonically exist in Tales of Field Interest, apparently.
Whoa.
Alright, do I have everybody here? Not everybody. Oh, that guy should be bigger. That's fine, whatever. Good chance to meet a lot of the NPCs from Hushire now. This guy needs to be moved into this.
I'm never gonna
Excuse me as I
recover.
fix a character. You guys
Can
can
we
see,
take a
like-
little break? I gotta pee.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. That's perfect.
yeah.
That gives me a little bit of time to set up some things.
I'll go to the bathroom too.
Perfect. Right, so you
Yes.
guys all kind of get shuffled to the main area, and you see, like, everybody's just kind of waiting around the gates, just waiting for something. You can hear the bell occasionally be rung. Eventually, you do see the gates come up, and out of them arrives this guy first. This large, celestial-looking being. Then followed by different hands and lords under Aryonia. And then Aryonia himself in town.
That's celestial. Is that a planetar?
Who knows?
I mean,
you wanna run an
Elfie.
Arcana check?
Yeah, Elfie would reasonably know. She's seen a planetar
Yeah.
before.
And you're a divination wizard, so you should be able to get advantage with this one, I think, reasonably.
Okay.
This is not a planetar. Let me... This is like a planetar. It is... I'm trying to remember what fucking thing this is exactly. Features. This is a... this is a solar.
Okay.
So among, like... I think that's the highest ranked when it comes to angels in D&D. Or angel equivalents in D&D. Yeah, you see them standing right next to Aryonia. And Aryonia is like looking around, waving at people. He does look at you for a moment. Just kind of keeps the smile. But you can tell that you've all been noticed. And yeah, what are you guys doing when the crowd's like all coming through and you see, I guess basically just the emperor of this place? Some people are clapping, like a lot of people are just kind of like freaking out, surprised to see all these people.
It kind of being like that many of them is very concerning.
Ollie's like watching, like she's kind of like looking around to see. Like she knows the crowd is clapping, but she's looking for the people that stand out because they either don't look happy or they're looking around too much.
Ah, okay. Let's see. Go ahead and do a... You could do a perception or an insight check, but I think perception would make more sense this time around. Let's go ahead and do a perception check.
I wonder how John Knife feels about this.
Oh my god. I'm sure he would tell you if you asked.
I don't want to talk to him.
Very fair.
All right, so everybody seems like pretty actually enthusiastic, but for fun, I will tell you what John Knife is doing. John Knife is like leaning up against this wagon full of textiles, and he just like got a switchblade down. He's flicking it around, really cool. And like every
Is this-
now and then he'll like take out a comb that's also on a switch and like comb his hair with his other hand, and you just see him like switchblade tricks in both hands.
Because he's John fucking Knife.
He's John Knife. He might be
feel like
too
we should
cool for this
recruit that guy.
situation. What's that?
I feel like we should recruit him.
No, please, no. You can't do this to me. I dealt
He
with
wouldn't
John
join. He's a
jokes
lone
for
wolf.
too long.
He's
I
a
can't
lone
be
wolf.
John- I can't be John Knight.
Ollie looks over to Elfie and is like, we should see if that guy might want to help us.
You bastard. God.
Seriously though, I do want to do. I feel like insight checks on, the people who probably know what's happening, like the hands and stuff, might be
Yeah.
good.
I
Just
will
a
give this
general
to-
like.
Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead and roll perception. I guess you could roll insight because
I mean,
you're like
unless
targeting
Ollie
some
wants
specific
to.
people. But Ollie, you would notice this guy over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see him, but I'll just move the camera over there for you. This guy here he's a drow, and he occasionally has been looking at you guys. He does keep looking over at you guys.
So Ollie notices, and then she waits for the next time that he looks over, and then the next time that he does, she's gonna do this.
He just kind of looks confused and looks away from you. Oh, hey Jesse. Oh, thank you. I was given food.
Hi,
Thank
Jess.
you, Jesse. Love you. It's very good food. Yeah, he just kind of
Ollie, what the
looks
shit?
away from you when you give him the weird face reaction. I don't know. Event? Yeah, that.
I mean, this is normal Ollie behavior.
And Myth, you want to insight check the hands, correct?
Yeah, you don't want any of them like, hey, everyone's gonna die. I'm so bad at insight. 10.
Oh my god, you
Beckett.
fucking Bromstrop.
I have no insight. I've not had insight since the day I was born. Forget it, man.
So, yeah, all you can see is just like Hathis is there, and maybe like he stands a little awkward, but that's kind of what you figured.
Cool.
Yeah, there are some moments Hathis like waves, then he looks to see if others are waving from the other hands, and he puts down his hand, realizing he was the only one.
I'll wave.
Ollie waves too.
Awkwardly. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so Hathis like would look surprised and also wave back, like maybe a little too fast.
Okay, I can't tell if we're gonna die here. I feel like it's probably fine.
So Aryonia starts talking, and I'm not gonna say like exactly what he says because I don't want to do the big Aryonia speech right now, but Aryonia explains that they're making a new hand, one that everybody is quite familiar with due to like their presence in Hushire, the work they've done. But he names Eldon Sparkwocket as a new hand of Aryonia. He's now just what would that title be exactly? Oh, now he's just the High Lord of the Inquisition.
Great.
Aryonia kind of goes over a little bit of his duties, explaining that Eldon will be in charge of rooting out heretics and possible terrorist cells, a bunch of other things in the Empire. And everybody clapped.
But I'm not gonna boo.
A lot of people clapped. You see a lot of people are like really nervous about this, considering Hathis would have even explained to Myth, it's been kind of like suspected Eldon has to do with like disappearances of magic users by even just
Yeah.
the general populace, so he's not exactly super well liked by magic users.
I've seen this bitch order the execution of an entire room of magic users because they disagreed with him.
Yep.
Also, is Aryonia actually here? I've got witch sight, so I can see
Yes.
if it's an illusion or a... Okay. I mean, yeah, we can't fight it. There's so many hands, but you know.
Aryonia then allows Eldon to step forward and say a few things. And Eldon does see Elfie. And just kind of... you can tell he's kind of like having the best moment of his life from his authority.
I turn away. I turn my back to him and just fiddle with something.
Well, in that moment, Eldon, he goes on about like how they have to root out the chaotic evil mages that refuse to conform. This and that. No, it's just a very solemn crowd when he speaks. There's not really much time for applause.
Still waiting for it to be over.
Eventually, Eldon announces that he has his first, essentially the first person who's going to be executed from the Inquisition. Says that there is says that there is one amongst you who has been practicing blood magic and has refused any communication with him or anyone else in the... I keep wanting to say the theocracy because it's so fucking mean. But he points out, this guy here, this old man next to Myth.
What?
He's carrying vegetables. He's like... You could tell at one point he was really tall, but he's been hunched over from like decades and decades and decades, possibly even a century of hard work gathering things. But Ellen goes,
Gideon Stormwatcher will be sentenced to death immediately.
and he looks to you guys, like, because you're right next to him. And he's just like, he dropped his baskets of vegetables and stuff, just kind of looking confused.
But I haven't... Do I look like a... Miss, do I look like I could do blood magic?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah. But
Elfie
Mhm.
would probably be able to tell if he's used magic or not, right?
you could do a... Do you have detect magic just to see? You could do detect magic.
I think I have it prepared, yeah.
Would probably be the best guaranteed way to tell.
Okay, hold on. What?
If he does know blood magic, we should steal him so he can teach it. Because it's blood magic. Cool. Cool as shit. I mean, don't play with your food, but you know.
Okay, sorry.
Damn it.
I mean, I do have detect magic, but
Mhm.
it would be pretty obvious that she's casting it because it's verbal, somatic material, everything. So I'd have to try to do it sneakily, which might not work.
Well, you totally can, though. Go ahead if you want.
No, I'm not going to.
No. Then you could do an Arcana, just see if you can get some
Okay.
idea. Just get an idea if this guy's cast magic recently. Which you can tell
Holy
he does,
shit.
He does cast magic, like, pretty regularly, but it seems to be all, like, druid-style magic. Mostly just for crops and this and that. You do get a little bit of maybe there's something else. but you can't really tell. It's like very faint.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, maybe whatever this other thing is hasn't been used in an extremely long time, or it's just barely there, just part of him that may have not ever been used. You don't know. You can't identify what it is.
Interesting.
But
damn it, are we gonna have another Drewstrin situation?
during this time, he's brought up.
Why does he walk up? Oh my god.
No, I'm gonna say, like, I don't have guards put down, but like guards drag him forward. And Aryonia steps forward, and he just asks, "Is there any proof that he is not? That Eldon is wrong?
Is
Can
there any
anyone
proof
speak to
Eldon's
his-
right?
Can anyone?" Basically, just asking, "Is there anyone that can speak to his innocence?"
Elfie, god damn it. Elfie raises her hand
Me too.
Okay.
and she waits to be called on.
Aryonia looks a little surprised, but go ahead and waves you over.
It appears we have someone who wishes to challenge your ruling Eldon. Well, someone that at least both of us know. This will be interesting. Did I see 2 people raise their hands?
No, go ahead.
Elfie, you say this person is innocent of committing blood magic. They have refused to acknowledge any of the orders to summon them. And Eldon believes that that he has done blood magic. What evidence do you have against this?
Well, I currently do not have any. I would request the opportunity to conduct my own investigation.
Feel free to. Just know that this is your first impression to allow the new people of Hushire. Be interesting to see how this all turns out.
Okay. And what am I allowed to use magic in my investigation?
Well, I mean, as long as it doesn't kill him. Just to no way harm him. If he does happen to be innocent, I would rather prefer, well, no harm be done. But it is your word against Eldon, so if you are unable to prove his innocence, then I will have to carry out the sentence.
And what evidence do you have, Eldon?
Well, Elfie, if you haven't noticed, I was just appointed a Hand of Aryonia due to my diligence in the Inquisition of Heretics, which I imagine you're quite familiar with a few. Is there any names that you would like to give me? Just to help, just to help the struggle, the battle against them?
No.
Of course not. Reminds me, eventually I will have to have an interview with you. I've heard quite some rumors. But anyhow, when it comes to Gideon here, we suspect that he's committed blood magic as well as his druid craft. That not exactly a natural situation. Yes, we have suspicions. We've had people secretly do detect magic on him before, and we can see trace amounts of blood magic.
Blood magic, what is this?
Blood magic is a offshoot of necromancy from the Hemoshen.
Is that what Elfie was sensing? His Hemoshen heritage?
Potentially.
Okay. Do you have
rather
evidence?
big, and he seems to be a few hundred years old, so it does check out that he could be Hemoshen.
Right. Okay. So aside from the fact that, or the possibility that he could be descended from the Hemoshen, or whatever, has anyone actually witnessed him practicing any Humishin blood magic. Are there any results? Any verifiable anything besides your suspicions?
We do have other farmers who have way less output in their crops compared to his, even those that do, well, happen to use that druid school of magic.
So he's a better farmer. That doesn't prove anything.
His land is considered far less valuable than the others, so it is unusual. It's an unusual amount. It's inexplainable any other reason.
That still sounds very circumstantial to me.
Well, if you wish to detect magic, and if you are unable to detect any traces of blood magic, then I suppose he's innocent.
Fine. Then I'll detect magic on the guy then. Mr. Gideon, sir.
Oh, yes.
Is it okay if I cast detect magic on you?
If it proves my innocence, then I'm happy to do whatever you need to do.
So, you're currently detecting like everyone's magic right now.
Mm-hmm.
Aryonia's is incredibly distracting from just like how powerful and concentrated it is. It's also seems to be kind of very unstable. If that makes sense. Like, kind of seems to fluctuate a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The one next to him, though, the Solar next to him, you detect like, obviously you detect the celestial nature of him, like all that's clearly a very powerful being. But you also detect a magical signature very close to one that you once knew, very close to two people you once knew. You're able to tell that they share a magical signature very similar to both Drow and Rotting Wings. Very similar to Rotting Wings.
Because
then, of course,
Rotting Wings was a Deva, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I haven't talked to him in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you say similar to Drawl, does that mean in the sense that they were created by Drawl, like that kind of relationship, or I don't really know how else to ask that, because the last time you said that it was a Veshling, and this obviously is not a Veshling, unless it's a Veshling that ascended into a Solar, though I don't know if their ascended Veshling is more powerful than a Solar or whatever. I don't know.
So, this guy here, you can tell he's like really close to being on par with Aryonia. Like, very close. He's clearly a very powerful Solar. But you're able to determine that he is created by Drow in the same way that Rotting Wings was. Different than the Veshlings, though.
Gotcha. Okay.
Gideon, though, you can detect that there is traces of blood magic on him. But they're like decades, if not centuries old.
Mm-hmm.
So at one point he did commit blood magic, but you don't know to what degree. You only know that he has. And it's Humishin blood magic.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell he probably, maybe in his early life, spent time with the Humishin or something.
Okay.
Eldon just kind of sits there, just kind of just standing there, kind of smirking, like knowingly kind of what you detected, or having an expectation.
So, Elfie, are you going to tell me that he's never committed blood magic in his life?
Gideon, how long have you lived in Hushire?
I originally lived in the mountains out west, but then after Aryonia, well, I kind of lived past the mountains, kind of around it's the above ground area where the dwarves used to live. That area, I used to live there for a while, then I moved here. Recently, within the last 2 years.
I see. And let's see. Above table, it's been about 5 years since
Yeah.
Aryonia started trying to conquer things. Okay. I will say that he has not used blood magic since the Aronian Empire existed. So you would not have any jurisdiction over what he did before.
Thank you, Elfie. You've been very, very helpful to the Inquisition. Your contributions have been noted. Aryonia, you've heard her. He has committed blood magic. He's very capable of blood magic. He hasn't done it recently, but you know the policy we agreed upon.
Aryonia just kind of coldly steps forward, puts his hand on Gideon's shoulder, looks at Elfie.
Elfie, your assistance has been very, very much appreciated. You will be paid for your assistance in determining his guilt.
No, thank you.
Well, then we can simply mark it down as a donation to the Empire, then.
No, thank you.
Go ahead, return to the crowd, then.
No.
What do you mean, no?
If you're going to execute him, I want to be here.
You don't need to be here. We're not going to execute him here. We're going to bring him we're going to bring him in behind the walls.
I still want to be with him.
This is an entertainment thing for you.
No. If you're going to execute him, I want the last thing he sees to be a friendly face and someone who spoke up for him. When no one else did.
Roll persuasion.
Guidance!
Thank you.
You want to go ahead? Perfect.
Fuck.
Not great. I'll give you a
Nope.
chance. You do have inspiration. Just throwing it out there.
Why not? I'll use my inspiration. Because if I don't use it, it doesn't help. Better.
So Aryonia looks at how determined you are. Kind of sighs.
See, Elfie, the dedication to your conviction, it's very convincing. Could have been very useful. Could have been very helpful for me before. I'll allow you to follow behind the walls, and you may witness the execution then. Your friends there, are they coming with you?
Duh.
Oh, we're gonna get fucking murdered.
Yes, they're coming with me.
Lovely. We'll make a whole show of the execution then. That's not a serious statement. We're not going to. Gideon, it will be over very soon. Thank you for your cooperation.
And with that, they all head behind the walls, and I will open those doors for you. So you guys are free to go behind the walls now. And I'm going to move them all to where the execution is going to be. Which probably would be in the castle, I'm thinking.
Hmm.
There go.
Well,
You know, I could probably subtle spell and teleport him away. But it would be very obvious, and we would immediately be in trouble for some random old man.
hmm
I think I'm in the right spot.
Yeah, you're exactly where you need to be. Well, you can go forward a little bit. I kind of have to reposition people a little bit.
Well,
The
this is
Solar quickly,
awkward.
like, Solar, you can see teleports to a different area. Meanwhile, I would like Myth to do an insight check, just a general insight check, please.
Okay. If I get a 10, it'll be the third time in a row.
You do have inspiration.
I'm using the inspiration.
Okay.
I want to at least get a 10.
One of these days,
Come
it's gonna
on.
happen. How was it?
It's a 17. That's not shit. It's just not
it's
good.
fine.
It's okay.
So-
It's not a 10.
You notice this large Goliath near you who's just been staring you down, like, pretty consistently. Whenever you're nearby, he just looks angry. He looks upset to see you.
I'll link at him.
Okay.
Yeah,
He just looks disgusted that you winked at him.
good. I'm glad.
All right. Bring this guy here. Aryonia here. Eldon here.
Right. You want to witness the execution of Gideon? Go ahead and move into whatever position you find useful. Hathis, you'll carry out the execution. I'll be waiting for you in. I'll be waiting for you in the war room.
Athos steps forward next to Gideon.
Seriously? Okay.
Gideon is kind of like freaking out a little bit. He's kind of hyperventilating, really just looking terrified.
Well, I haven't done blood magic since I was the Hirosh, and you have to train to be they train everybody with magical potential in their ways, and you believe me, right? This
He sighs, defeated. Athos looks at Elfie.
Elfie, you don't have to be here to see this. Or any of you, really.
I can't speak for anyone else, but I want to be here.
Ollie looks at Hathis, and she's like, "You already know where wifey goes, I go."
So, Athos, you see him take out pull out a necklace for a second, showing the old man, and the old man just kind of like a weird red aura goes around him, and he falls to the ground, kneeling over, with his neck exposed.
Sorry about this.
It's not going to be beheading. Don't worry, I'm not doing that.
Okay. I'm like, don't you dare.
Takes out the sword.
It's gonna be
He
a
takes out
deep
sword,
bodying.
Takes out a sword and very quickly stabs it through Gideon's heart on the ground. And in just a moment, Gideon is dead.
All right.
10 hit points, that poor bastard.
Yeah.
Elfie, thank you for being here, I suppose. Probably meant something to him. Eldon, what are we doing with the body?
Eldon looks at him, just says to bring him to his quarters afterwards. Well, bring him to not his quarters, his
His
wing afterwards. Like his lab, I guess. His lab. Let's say his lab.
Of course, Eldon. Congratulations on your promotion.
And with that, Hathis leaves with the body. Eldon looks at Elfie.
So it seems like your magic has some uses. Lovely, good to know. You know, if you did want to sign up for the Inquisition, we could definitely use you. I'd be sure to give you a high rank amongst the others.
Elfie throws up in her mouth a little bit. But also she kind of like bites down what the snarky thing she wanted to say. And she's like, actually, I'm more interested in how, like, this program that you're running to divest people of their magic. What can you tell me about that?
I knew you'd be interested. Always super curious, always studious. We'll have some papers and books for you to read about the inner workings of this at eventual time. But anyhow, currently, we're simply finding out what schools of magic are too chaotic, and we're banning them. And those that practice them must either... No. Well, they must either submit to questioning, or they have to be executed.
And what's
Blood
on your
magic
list so far?
Blood magic is the large one. Divination is on the chopping block, which I'm sure you have some concerns over. Not really any point of seeking divination magic when there is only one true god. As you're well aware, you're a follower of Aryonia. At least you'd need to be in order to be in the city.
I'm aware.
How has your faith been lately? I haven't seen you at the temple or anything.
I've been out and about, traveling.
Fair enough. Well, Alfie, if there's any other questions, let me know, and if you change your mind about the reward for helping rooting out a blood mage, just forward me the address.
I still would not like a monetary reward, but if I could see your laboratory.
You'd have to join the Inquisition for that.
Not even just a tour?
Certainly not. Sorry, Alfie, there are procedures.
Of course. Very orderly and all that.
Oh, if there's nothing else, I have to be sure that there's no latent magic remaining in Gideon.
Please, go do your work.
Until then, sister, hopefully you and I can have a nice conversation together soon. Oh, that does remind me. Where is our youngest sister? I know she left Hushire quite some time ago.
I haven't seen her in a while.
Is that the truth?
Elfie has not seen Ellis in at least 13 weeks.
That's a while.
Very well, then. If you do see her, be sure to send her my way. I have some questions for her. I know her schooling of magic has been quite interesting. But till then,
He waves and leaves.
Ollie sees him leave, and she kind of hollers out,
Be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool.
"Have a great day, brother-in-law!"
Nice. All right. And with that, you see everybody kind of shuffling off. Like, some people are discussing going to, like, the Lord's Tavern. Yeah. That seems to be where everyone that was here is going, like where they're going. You do see some guards are watching you. You haven't really been shuffled off or told to leave. But you are being watched.
Well, we're inside. What do you guys want to do?
We could all collectively go to the bathroom.
We need moral support.
Yeah.
Ollie
I get
wants
scared.
to put an upper decker in Eldon's bathroom.
We all do.
Okay.
Oh God.
He's gonna have Pebble do it. No, I'm just kidding. I actually don't want that to happen. But yes, I do. But
Oh.
I'm not super enough to make that happen.
Here's the funny thing. That would be the second time someone has shit somewhere where they're not supposed to in Hushire in this campaign.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Big
I think it
throwback
was-
to like the second episode.
Second session. Megan's character, Ellie and Talia, took a dump in front of the blacksmith because I forget they had some kind of tiff. So she's like, I'm gonna take a shit on her lawn.
She accused Ellie and Talia of being racist.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I didn't see
Mhm.
Arktha anywhere in there. Is she still around?
Yes. She moved to the new district known as Stonetown in Hushire. Like, she still has a blacksmith, but she lives there now. She's done pretty well. You know, wartime blacksmith.
Has anyone been in this building before? I have not, I don't think.
Haven't
Nope.
had the pleasure.
So maybe is that the truth?
Yeah, I haven't been here. Sorry,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I haven't been here.
Maybe we should just walk around and see what's what. See where we can go,
Yeah.
where we can't go.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely interested in the places where we can't go.
I want to snoop.
Mhm. Of course.
Snoop.
I-
Guards are
Snoop.
watching you.
Okay, then I won't say what I was going to say. So, do we know who the tall guy was? Well, I guess broad, large man.
Did he look like Essel at all? Like
He was
related?
Goliath.
Does he look like Brownstrap?
No.
No.
Okay.
I also just want to clarify. I winked to throw him off. He's
Okay.
You can
it's
wink
just
it
the best
wherever
way
you
to
wanna
piss
wink it.
someone off if they're angry at you, to just be like, hey.
That
You
is the best way to piss somebody off if they're angry at you.
Yeah.
When you're about to like go to that door, guard steps in the way. Hold on. Don't open that yet.
Mm-hmm.
She like cracks it open, looks in. Okay, you're good. Sorry. Just-
Why?
No, I just gotta.
Just-
It's security reasons. Watch where you go. Whole thing. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
So you enter into like what looks just to be like the general dining area for the different guards that operate in Hushire.
I
There's,
do
like-
kind of want to see what happens to that body.
Same.
You'd have to get to his lab.
I was hoping we could intercept Hathis before he gets the body there, but I don't know where anything is, so.
I mean, I could message him, but it'd be really awkward.
Just a little.
Why
bit.
would it be awkward?
Because he
Oh.
just killed a guy, and I don't know how to feel about that.
I mean,
I knew he did that sort of thing, but also I didn't know that he was, your brother's lapdog.
Well, Aryonia is the one that told him to do it.
I know, but like, do it for Eldon. Also, like, who made the Eldon and Aryonia agreed on a rule together, just like,
Yeah.
oh, the policies that we agreed on, and like none of the other hands said diddly squat about it.
Aryonia has really, like, kind of been buddied up to Eldon, like, while ascending to be the god of order. Here comes this guy who seems to be just, like, obsessed with putting order to, like, the most chaotic thing there is, which is magic.
I think we need to have a scandal for Eldon. Like, I know his handwriting because of the book, and I am proficient in making forgeries. I'm just saying, we could get him done in for some stuff. But I thought him having a secret room inside some random elf's house would be enough, but no. That got him a promotion.
Mm-hmm. Failing upwards.
I hate that guy.
what
Mhm.
is this? Is this a kitchen?
Yes.
I don't think we're gonna find anything crazy in areas we're allowed to go into.
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, that lady that, like, is in front of the locked door, that room is not locked. You could go in there, like, through a
Yeah.
different way.
Like, through here. So that's how you know they're not hiding anything in here, because they have it guarded by idiots.
I'll move Ollie into that room with you.
You've always
And
got to
get-
have, like, a room that's only a little bit hard to get to so that people think that they found the hidden room.
Guessing
the
this is
secret
like
stuff.
barracks and stuff.
Barracks, bathrooms.
Thaumaturgy,
etc.
thaumaturgy,
Open every
thaumaturgy,
single door.
thaumaturgy,
God damn it.
Thaumaturgy, thaumaturgy.
Eldramon would be proud.
Open the doors.
Thaumaturgy, 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 thaumaturgy.
Yeah, thaumaturgy does like make a sound, so just be wary of that.
Oh, opening
It's-
all these doors, Ollie
not
would
s-
be saying
it's-
thaumaturgy.
It's not subtle.
Oh, I know.
Thaumaturgy, I closed the door because she's here.
That guard enters. Excuse me, are you aware that you're being very loud right now? Like, I know no one's sleeping in here right now, but that's still, we try to keep this area quiet just in case anyone does want to sleep. We don't want to give the impression that they're unable to take rests.
Oh, Ollie like looks over. She's like, I'm so sorry. I just figured out how to cast thaumaturgy, and I'm like super excited about it. I'll try to be quiet.
Oh, you know how to cast thaumaturgy?
Yeah, isn't that so cool? And then
that's
she
what that
she'd
was.
be like, yeah, she'd
Okay,
be like, I'm
so-
so sorry for making noise, thaumaturgy. And she like shuts the doors quietly.
With thaumaturgy?
There's no way to be quiet with thaumaturgy. I've tried for
No.
years. You know how many times I tried to sneak out as a child and thaumaturgied on impulse the door?
So, wanted to say, nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you, because you are... The pink one is Elfie, and the one with pointy ears is Myth, and... Well, you're Ollie, obviously, like you're the elf.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. I've seen wanted posters of you, so it's nice to see that you're... I mean, like,
Of
you're no
me?
longer wanted.
Of me?
Yeah, all of you. Like, you're all,
Oh,
like...
well, yeah. Oh, okay. See, I thought you meant of me specifically, and I was like, what did I do?
I mean, I do have one of you specifically. I kind of thought like you might
Have?
come around at some point, so I kind of figured it'd be cool to have you sign it because I don't know. I thought it was cool. No, it's
Oh
not
my
cool you were doing with
gosh.
Aryonia. Like that part was kind of. I'm glad that you finally have come around. If you could just
Oh
sign
my
this.
god.
What?
And like you see her open up a book, and it has like one of the pages has your wanted poster in it. You could just sign right there.
Does she like give me a pen or something?
Yeah, she hands you a pen.
Okay, and is she wearing like long sleeves or whatever, or what? Like what's around Like, is it
She's got
skin?
a bag. She's wearing armor and she's got a bag, like a satchel.
Okay, Ollie would draw an O with a smiley face in it on her hand. And say, there you go, I'm so happy you had that. That's so cool. So have a great day. I seriously hope I'll see you again. But if I don't, I know, there's no other Ollivandrias around here. So, yes, we'll be seeing you. Ta-ta.
Okay. You see her lick her hand where you wrote, and then she sticks it to the page. This should be fine. Yeah.
It'll be backwards though.
Yes. All right, just avoid being in this general area though, because this is kind of guard quarters, so we don't necessarily want you in here. So leave, please. Now, thank you for the signature, I guess. Do you want me to move you, Ollie?
Yeah, please.
Alright, and she's quick to follow you out the door, lock it, and then this time also lock this one. She just kind of looks relieved that that's over.
Stop making,
Yeah, lots
stop
of
making
locked
likable
doors.
characters.
Yeah. Hey, at least they're not like likable racist.
I mean,
Are they
they're
racist?
likable. They're not racist, but it's. Hey, they were watching the murder thing with us.
Mm-hmm.
It's awkward.
A little bit.
So I
That was
guess
horrible.
I guess we're leaving.
You could go to, if you wanted to, you could go to the, like, Hand and Lord's Tavern over here if you really wanted to. You might be kind of pushing your luck getting in there, but
Hell yeah, let's do it, guys.
then you know that
I'm on
the
my way.
apartments are just north of that. Where,
I mean,
and
we
those are
could-
the apartments where the Hands.
We can try to see if we can get in there and maybe pick up some gossip or whatever.
I love gossip. God, that was horrible. I mean, that was horrible. The death was the person seeing death was horrible, unpleasant. As like I'm squeamish.
Velus's ears are red somewhere. Alright, where do you guys go?
Oh, or are we not going to the tavern?
Where's
I've been
the
assuming it's like that way.
Yeah, it's this way.
But
It's
I could
within
be
the
wrong.
walls.
oh
We
okay.
could totally
I see.
get in.
I see.
Elfie, like I hate to say it, Elfie, you could pull my brother's hand card.
Ugh.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I could. Though I did kind of try to embarrass him, so I don't know how well that would go.
Yeah, like the sibling.
Ollie totally tried to embarrass him. Purposefully. Don't like it.
No, it's this one here is the
Oh,
tavern. The one above is the apartments.
okay.
For different hands when they stay in Hushire. Which,
Hey, Sebastian, could you move me, please?
Yeah. oh yeah, absolutely.
Also, I was wondering, and I keep forgetting to ask, maybe when, like, not in combat, is there a setting where, like, it doesn't matter if I run into things when I'm trying to catch up with everybody, like the doors I can't see and shit?
No,
Or I could
there's no way around it. I know.
I'm going ghost. I'm just run through everything.
So you hear like it's a pretty busy sounding tavern. You hear a lot of people in there just kind of talking. Just no words really specifically that you can make out. Just kind of the muffled sound through the wall of people talking and drinks being poured.
Is the door
Or,
locked?
like an open window.
The door is not locked.
Okay.
There are no windows. Security reasons.
God damn it! These
Oh,
unventilated
this is that bastard
assholes.
door, isn't it? Yes, I think it is.
Well, I just wasn't sure if like we could open the door and go in, or if we needed to like knock and do a passphrase or whatever.
God, but it's gonna be really awkward when we walk in.
Yeah, they do. Everybody does look at all of you when you walk in. The
Oh.
Goliath just kind of snarls at you and goes back to looking at his drink.
God, it's really
Ollie would
cramped
be
in here.
like, Thaumaturgy! And she'd walk in like she fucking owns the place.
They all just kind of look
Strong
very
start.
annoyed.
They just executed somebody for using magic they didn't like. I don't think we should be slinging spells around so flippantly.
When you guys do enter, though, you do have somebody like rushes over to you guys pretty quickly, and you can recognize it as Moravin from Emberfell, Myth's hometown, that adventurer that wanted to buy the those crowns from you. Oh, good to see you guys are well. You're not dead, which is great. Shame that couldn't be said for
Or
Gideon, but you know. Myth, good to see you. Did you ever marry that other tiefling guy? What's his name?
not to my knowledge, but hey, who knows?
You know, I heard that you did get married, though. Your parents did send me a letter telling me about you, and I believe you got married to a bartender or bar owner in Venigrave.
Yeah, Jake, it didn't work out. I'm
that's
heartbroken,
fine.
of course. You know. Yeah.
It happens. You know what? Here, have this. She takes out a bottle of wine. Yeah, take this. I
Oh!
was going to send this to you as like a wedding present, but I figured a breakup gift is also nice.
Hey, look. If I'm being honest, I was kind of in it for the money, so it's
Oh, well, I hope you got the money.
Yeah. Totally.
So-
Thank you so much. Oh my god,
Yeah,
can we
just-
sit with you? What's up?
Oh, yes,
It's been so long.
one moment. Hannah, Nivix, move. They need to sit here. You need to move. Come on. Hold 1 second. She like steps between all of you, and she's like
There's
whispering
like an
something
empty
to them.
table over there, but for sure.
And quickly,
Ooh, can we hear what they're
they
whispering?
move
What
over.
they're
You
whispering?
can try to do
Can
an
you snoop?
insight check to see if you can hear.
Hell yeah.
Or would that be a
I'm
perception?
so good at
Yeah.
those. Either way, I got a 3, so we're just gonna ignore that.
Yeah, you don't hear. There you go. You can have a stool here. You don't have to tell me about what brings you to Hushire. I never expected to see you all convert to Aronianism.
Yeah, well, you know.
Last I knew, you were worshipping a
Same
Lady
for
Stone
you.
like your mother.
Yeah. Not anymore. She's a total sham.
Oh, yes. Well, your mother's not worshipping Lady Stone either anymore, from what I hear.
Oh, what have you heard about my mother?
I heard that we had to send guards over to all the little villages over in Sintium, and we had to root out all these folk religions and Lady Stone and whatnot, and your mother argued with the guard for a good 3 days before he got permission to execute her, and right before he got the order, she was like, fine, I believe in Aryonia. And then we had to do various tests afterwards to confirm, and you know what? I think she did eventually become convinced.
Myth drinks the wine.
It's very good wine, like clearly pretty old. Like she probably spent a lot to get you this.
Yeah, it's missing something, but okay, thank you.
Missing something? What is it missing?
Onion.
No,
By the
it's
way, did you know
perfect. I
that
love
there-
it.
You were there when all those werewolves and werebeasts were discovered in Emberfell, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that was wild, wasn't it?
I heard
way, do you have
some
those
of them got
crowns still?
executed. No.
Hmm.
No, neither of them. They're both gone.
Disappointing. I would have bought both of those. I figured they do
Yeah,
look like.
it's
I feel like
crazy.
I would look nice in one of those crowns.
Careful there. You might sound like you're trying to upstage somebody.
Upstage somebody? What do you mean? No, it doesn't matter.
I mean, crowns. Okay, whatever.
Enjoy the
Someone
tavern.
else.
You're definitely
by the way,
not
who's
supposed
the
to
tall
be here,
guy?
by the way.
Who's
Oh,
the
the
big
tall
guy?
guy? That's Murgle.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Murgle
He
Bones.
looks
I
kinda
don't know
like
if that
a
last name
jerk.
helps you.
No.
Oh, so if you want to know about him, I am super willing to gossip about him.
Please do.
Okay, so I saw. So you know how he's bald, right? You can clearly see it's super shiny. Turns
Okay.
out he actually applies a tonic to his head to keep it shiny and smooth and hairless.
You know what? I'm just gonna go talk to him.
Sure, you go ahead and do that.
But hey, it was so nice to catch up. You look amazing, by the way. Okay, see you a bit. Yeah. If anyone else wants to talk.
Rodolph, you might recognize here, Ollie
Oh,
and
yeah.
Elfie. He was the one-armed bartender back in that orc town a super long time ago.
Orvist.
Yeah, he was kind of him and his brother were kind of revolutionaries, I guess you can consider them at the time. They
Is
wanted
he still
to.
missed?
Oh, his arm is actually made of metal now. You can see he has like a different, like, prosthetic, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It has like a bunch of runes on it and stuff. He's just kind of keeping to himself mostly. He has looked over at you guys a few times, though. So what are you doing here?
I will say, whatever happens here, Myth is gonna saddle up and pull a seat over to sit right next to this big guy.
Okay.
And just pour the wine into his cup.
He looks at you. He like pulls his cup away.
I don't want
Hey,
anything
buddy.
you've got there.
It's good. I've taken a sip, so if it's poisoned, we're both dying.
Quite familiar with poison, aren't you? Devil spawn.
Oh, buddy, there are way too many tieflings in this room for you to be saying that. But yeah, no. You've been eyeing us up. Very flattering. What's up, buddy? What did we do to you? Who kicked you?
Nobody has kicked me, but You are nothing but a filthy murderer.
I mean, we were all in the room when that guy got murdered, so like, I don't know. In the law, I feel quite innocent. Who'd I kill? What happened?
You gave him
This
an
fucking wine's
honorable
great.
death using poison. Essel, former student of mine.
That guy's not dead.
What do you mean he's not dead? You gave him poison that
Whatever. Anyway,
burrowed holes through his body. You and some Asimar.
mm-hmm. Okay. And you're annoyed that it was poison. He attacked us first.
He should have died
And
an
I'm sorry
honorable
that it had
death,
to
not one
happen.
of poison.
Why? I mean, what would an honorable death be? Like Hathas stabbing some guy?
That's justice.
Yeah, well, the guy died. Essel died in an honorable fight. He could see the poison being shoved into his mouth. If he was a strong, honorable warrior, he'd be able to force it away. It's not like I snuck it in something. I try to pour his drink again.
Murgle Bones immediately like whips the cup away, like smacks the cup away against the wall, and it shatters. He like slams his fist on the ground, not on the ground, but on the table.
Do not trifle with me, uneven-horned one.
I don't know what you expect me to say.
Just fucking stonewalling him. Okay.
What? I'm not gonna, I think name calling is kind of cruel. It's not like I'm calling you Wrinkles.
You essentially did call me Wrinkles by bringing it up at all.
Okay. I
How do you
just
know
think
it's an
you're
honorable
too.
thing for those in my society to grow old enough to have wrinkles?
Was Essel part of your society?
Of course he was.
I think you know what I want to say.
You're nowhere near the vocal opponent that Essel was. With your little quips.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost my desire to drink. Excuse me then.
Like, kind of steps over you, kind of.
I'm gonna take his drink.
No, he broke his cup, remember?
Oh, I thought he broke. Oh, wait, yeah, okay, cool. Well, then I won't. I'll just go back over. Go, well, I've figured out that mystery.
When Myth walks over, Ollie's like, having fun.
Mm-hmm. I think we're gonna be real close.
Of course. You guys can talk to anyone here if you want to, or do anything else. Up to you. It's a crowded bar.
Mm-hmm.
A tavern.
I guess I'll go see what Rodolph is up to.
Yeah. So you step forward to Rodolph. I imagine you're taking a seat next to him.
Sure.
Yeah. He just kind of looks up, gives like a small smile, and like raises a glass just very briefly.
Hello, Elfie. Good to
Rodolph?
see you, and Ollie's over there doing well too.
Is it cheekbones?
No.
Orn.
No, this you met this orc before. Remember, you're in the that city with the warlord a long time ago?
Ollie joined up
Or-
right after that.
Oh shit, yeah, that was right after. You're right. Yes, you didn't. So it's like,
Elfie, I'm glad that you're doing well. Weird to see you in Hushire when you were wanted dead fairly recently.
What was I wanted for? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, it's just espionage, murder, terrorism due to, you know, what you did in Bowick. I mean, you and Ollie there both were wanted for killing the council.
Hmm.
Which I always did want to know why you did that. Like
You'd have to.
we appointed them, like, well, not exactly democratically. It's better now, I suppose, in the end. But it just seemed uncharacteristic to see you murder them.
Those are the people we didn't murder, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you broke out of jail,
Well-
Aryonia empowered you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think maybe you don't believe everything you see.
I tend to what I see tends to be what happened, because there is a reality, and it's only really what we witness. But, sorry,
You,
I
well,
how-
you know that illusion magic exists, right?
yes, I'm aware. We actually, interestingly enough, I have been speaking to Eldon a little bit about that. We've kind of been speaking a little bit, and I've had a counterfeit issue with the coins here, and he suspects illusion magic, so we're looking at possibly rooting out some illusionists who are counterfeiting coins.
Is that what you're in charge of at You're a hand of Aryonia, right?
Yes, I am.
What
I
what
am
is your department?
Oh, I look over I look over trade. So might as well just Master of Coins is an easier title.
Jordan just got home. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, you were, from what I understand, you were given a chance to become a hand. At least that's what Athos has told me.
Yeah, what about it?
Interesting that you decided not to do that. You could have probably gotten all your crimes forgiven much sooner.
Well, they got forgiven in the end, so I guess I didn't need to.
I suppose. Um, so I did want to mention my brother, he did want to tell you thank you for helping in Orvist, helping dispose that warlord.
Mm-hmm.
It did help a lot of people. So thank you. From him and myself. Apologies that I have to deliver both,
Where is your
things.
brother?
He refused to convert to Aronianism. So unfortunately, he had to be purged.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It is. It is. It's the early days, though, and, I think eventually he would have, but we took over the city. We kind of had a mass conversion after Aryonia came in, but he's stubborn. Always had to be
And
stubborn.
how many people have been, what did you say, purged?
Yes,
Since
sorry to borrow a human term. We had a statistic on it where we have roughly about a 70% to 80% conversion rate, depending on where you are. But so roughly about, we probably have only had to execute about, I would say, 15% of the areas conquered we actually need to execute the populace. About 15%.
Okay. Do you have like a hard number?
Yes.
Like a count?
Yes. But just those numbers aren't for the public.
Well, I'm in here, so I'm obviously not the public.
Yes, clearly you're not the public. Do you want to do a persuasion?
Yeah. Feck.
Oof. Well, he's not super at this, so his would be a +4. So let's see. Okay, yeah. Okay. Well,
Ollie.
so the rough number is about, it's going to sound like a lot, but you need to understand we are operating a empire that covers nearly 100 million people. So we've unfortunately had to purge about 10 to 12 million. It's become a lot less recently. Our percentage that have needed to be purged is gone down substantially. Right now, our latest conquests have only been around roughly between 5 and 10%. So I'm the numbers person, counting coins, so I have many things need to keep track of.
Well, it was nice talking with you. Enjoy your drink and your
Yes.
numbers.
Well, I'll enjoy other numbers more, but
She's gone.
yeah.
Not even listening.
Yeah. You kind of tell everyone is drinking quite a bit here. You can kind of see that like it seems to be lots of new bottles of wine and ale here that are all like half empty now or more, indicating that they are going through just like a regularly large amount of alcohol.
I mean, if I lived with Eldon, I would do the same.
Damn. Nice.
I'm restarting my foundry. My internet pooped itself.
Oh yeah, no worries. I keep typing in Huthis instead of Hathis.
Oofus.
Who this? So, yeah, what do you guys do now?
I'm gonna telepathically message both, Elfie and Ollie. And first, I'm just gonna say something like, "Oh man, there's so much poop in the corner." I'm just gonna see if anyone looks, just to see if anyone can listen.
Moravin, like, kind of peeks her head up, looks around.
Telepathically, like messaging
Yeah.
only Ollie and Elfie.
Yeah. And then you
Okay.
see her, like, bring up a rock in the shape of an ear up to her. She's just kind of, like, waving it around for a second. Do you say anything while she's waving this ear around?
Mora, the fuck are you doing?
Are you saying that telepathically, or...?
Both.
I'm sorry, I thought I heard someone say there was shit in the corner, and I was like, I wonder who put that there, and I was trying to figure out, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Enjoy
Well,
your drinks. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. I was just gonna, if we wanted to do something with glibness, there's a whole room of hands that are drinking heavily. And are probably really, open for some manipulation right now. Everyone's down in the dumps after killing a guy. And the one guy who would try and stop me and snap my neck, I have annoyed and he has left the room. But I don't know what to say, because I feel like my one thing would be say, fuck Aryonia. So, or I could try to turn everyone else against Eldon, but I don't know what that would do long term. And also, Eldon is still your brother.
He hasn't been my brother for a long time, so...
Okay. That's
Don't worry
good to
about it.
know. Because he's kind of the worst.
Sort of, yeah.
Kind of a huge fucking asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, if
No
you
one
wanted to get any
expects this
message out.
Parkpocket Inquisition. Sorry.
Whether we what I'm suggesting is straight up turning on glibness and being like, "Hey guys, Aronia's a piece of shit," and then just rolling with that, trying to convince people to go against him in a more eloquent way, like
Mm-hmm.
But I realize that if that doesn't work, there's massive
See,
things.
you would like overtable, like Ollie wouldn't be saying this, but this is just my opinion. You couldn't go after Aryonia first. You would have to start with somebody else. So either, obviously Hathis is an option, but I'm not saying Hathis, but go for like a
I
hand.
feel like Hathis we asked to just like switch teams. Like that, he is a kicked dog.
He is a kicked dog. Elfie's brother is a very viable option currently, but you couldn't just go straight for Aryonia because I'm assuming Aronia's gonna have like stuff in place for that kind of thing. But then also too, like if all these people think he's actually their god, like, you know, like I don't think it would work. I think something would cancel it out.
Eldon is corrupting their god, and that they all need to band together to, like, you know, get the favorite child in trouble.
We could, this is above table, we could try to see, like, if any of them are disgruntled or unhappy with the situation and exploit that somehow.
Yeah.
Like, including, like, not liking working with Eldon or whatever.
Yeah, because no one likes that.
Yeah, you have two
Okay.
hands here, by the way. You have Rodolf and Minva.
Okay. Well, you know what? Can I just do a general, like...
Do a vibe
Here's the
check.
thing. No, what I mean is, if I just subtle cast glibness so that people can't tell I've cast it, and just go around talking to, like, everyone and trying to get, like, a general, hey, tell me if you're... Revolution? Betrayal? Hey, how you feeling?
Viva
Because
la
here's the
revolution.
thing, the lowest, both my deception and my persuasion, the lowest score between both of them that I could get would be, a 26
God.
would be the lowest I could roll on either of those ever. I can automatically have myself roll a 15. So no one would be, unless people can consistently beat a deception check of, what's 15 plus 17?
32.
32. Unless someone has a chance to beat a 32 deception, no one's gonna pick up. I can just hide the fact that I'm checking for, like, a revolution in case they're suspicious.
Honestly, I don't
So
think
can I
anyone
just,
in
like,
this room
go
could.
around the room and just, like, get everyone's opinions and
Yeah.
kind of, like, incite mistrust against everybody? Like, I just want them to be like, well, just try and convince them to dislike Aryonia as much as possible.
Do you want to cast Glibness then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll subtle spell it so people can't counterspell it or see that it's being cast.
Yeah.
Unless yeah.
So as you cast it, you suddenly hear a voice in your head. Myth!
Oh no.
Excuse me! Where are you? I think we're near. I'm going to keep talking until you can hear me and respond.
Buddy, I told you to just wait a little bit.
Oh, so you're within like 10 miles then. Cool, so this has been working. I've been wondering where you are. I don't know where Hushire is, so I've been just kind of like flying around in a spinny zigzaggy pattern.
Cool, stay there and I'll come to you, okay?
What do you mean stay there? I'm in the air.
Do circles.
No, I'll go to you.
Half an hour.
I can be there in 5 minutes.
I know, but be half an hour.
But I could be there faster.
I'm naked right now, so can you just wait for like half an hour so I can find clothes?
You're not. You're never naked.
I don't know. I'm okay, whatever.
Okay, maybe
Just-
I haven't.
wait.
Maybe I just haven't seen you naked. Maybe that could be it. Usually, I'm playing Xbox when you're taking a shower, bath, or whatever.
Yeah, thankfully. Listen, buddy, give me like 20 minutes. I'm doing a funny thing, okay? And I'll tell you about it after.
You have
No,
10
I mean I'm doing a
minutes.
boring thing. I'm doing taxes.
I will burn your taxes for you. For I have a mouth to burn things now.
Okay, guys, this isn't gonna work. Promise is coming over. I gotta go.
I'm sorry, what?
I gotta go.
Always like, you said promise.
Yeah, I'll
on
run
its
through
way.
every.
That's the thing.
Right
I'm
now?
trying to tell him to. Okay, can you guys just go outside and like flag him away? No, wait. Just wait. Tell him to wait. Okay.
Wait.
Just like
Ollie's
get him
like-
to hide in a bush, okay?
Ollie's like, I got this. And she runs out the door, right? She runs out the door. Wherever the fucking door is, she's gonna run out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as she's outside, she's gonna cast Wild Shape or the Crow and turn into either one of those things and then go find Promise.
Smart. Oh,
Okay, thank
clever.
you.
All right.
I'll start my chit chats with everybody.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead
Ollie
and
is somewhere.
go ahead and cast Wild Shape just to be sure that gets marked down.
Okay.
That was so clever. Nice.
Bada bing. How do I let me do this? Thank
Alright.
you.
So you turn into a crow. You're gonna fly to meet Promise. Meanwhile, then in the tavern,
Yeah, I just want to like go up to people and just I don't want to outwardly ever be like, "Hey, screw Aryonia." I just want to very leading things to be
yeah,
like shit talk Eldon, shit talk the policy, find out who set up the policies, just blah 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 blah. Make it so that people realize that like they're not being heard. And I'm describing it because I don't want to have to actually find a way to. I'm not smart enough to actually do this. What I'm saying is Myth would want to do this.
okay. So
There's
you kind of notice that like you're not really convincing anybody of anything that they're not already kind of thinking. Like you notice that everybody is very uneasy about what has been happening with Eldon being given more and more power. Like people have been irritated that he's been circumventing a lot of like the traditional hierarchy that Aryonia set up to go through. So yeah, it didn't really take really convincing. You're more so just discussing things that maybe they've even discussed themselves.
these people just don't act. Okay.
Well, you kind
Weenies.
of also get the impression that like they kind of just think that this is like the march of progress to some degree. They think that this is all going to eventually settle.
Can I get it in their heads? The idea that with how powerful Eldon is becoming in the eyes of Aryonia, that he's only going to need one hand.
Let's see. Glibness lasts for 1 hour, so you'd be able to try. I would like you to roll a persuasion for me. And it's going to be versus
Okie
just
dokie.
every individual person is going to have to lose.
Can I give myself guidance? It's okay
Is that
if
a
it's
thing
a
you
no.
can do? If you can, then yeah.
I have guidance, yeah.
Yeah, go for it. 29, Jesus
29.
Christ. I don't...
And wait, is that below? And I've got a 14. I can turn that into a 15, so technically that's a 30.
Okay, so the only person that has a chance to do this is Minva. Because she's got a... What's she got?
I'm going to use a portent so that she rolls a 1.
Oh,
Thank you.
Okay, so it'd be she'd
Get
roll a 7 then. Okay, so pretty convincing. What were you trying to convince them of again? Oh my god.
I want to convince them that, like, Aryonia, once he reaches power, either isn't going to need hands entirely and will get rid of all of them to assert that he's the main person in control, or that they're just going to want Eldon, because Eldon's been so good and so competent and the only one that can make an impact.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know, give him a little bit of anxiety, healthy dosage.
You notice that everybody is just like pretty much does just fucking hate Eldon so much. And even some people kind of thought that they were going to hate Elfie because being Eldon's sister, but they're just like kind of just surprised that they're suspicious
Solidarity.
of her or kind of like her. They haven't quite landed on where they're at with her. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm going to cut to Ollie.
Oh
You're
God,
a
I'm so
crow in the
excited.
sky.
Ollie.
You're a crow in the sky. And it takes a while, like a few minutes of flying, but eventually you see this humongous, like the biggest dragon you've ever seen, even compared to Ofgaben, that huge dragon that you fought in the Theocracy. Like way bigger, and it just won't stop talking. Like you heard it from like a mile away. With
And it's
that high
Promise,
squeaky
right?
voice. Yeah, it's Promise.
So Ollie's like flying. She's like,
He can't hear you
Cut
over
out.
his like chatting with himself.
hmm. Okay, so
Flying straight towards Hushire.
so Ollie would start doing like loop-de-loops and shit.
What the hell is wrong with this bird? Fly, like turns around. He's just like hovering, flapping his wings, looking at you. Like fly
Promise
around
it's
like-
Ollie. Promise it's your auntie.
Ollie, you're not. What color
I
are your
can't even
feathers?
get you.
You look like
Oh,
a speck to me. What color are these feathers?
I think they're like a black color. I don't know. I just picked something that could
Okay.
fly super easily, and I came to get you to bring you to bed.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go. I'm heading over to Hushire right now, where she is.
Okay. So she's like doing stuff right now, but she told me to like I know where we're supposed to meet, and then she said like to bring you that way.
She's doing
There's
stuff. She's gonna want to see me.
Oh, I know.
She
It's
wants
just
to
like
see me
there's
as
like
soon as possible. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
there's like all these like buildings and shit though, and they're like super duper pretty. We can't destroy them until maybe later. But
This
we're
does
gonna
not
go.
sound like you. Are you? You're not Ollie, are you?
Of course I'm Ollie.
You
The
like to
heck
break
does-
things too, though.
Do I like to? Oh, of course I do. We
If
have to be
you're
smart.
Ollie, where is Pebble?
When I wild shape, Pebble is in my backpack still. So either
Oh,
my
you're
gear
like a
is
little
shift.
bird.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A
He's
little
like-
bird with a little backpack.
Yeah. So she's like, Pebble's in my backpack. Can I like ride on your back and I'll take him out because I can't take him out while I'm a bird.
No one rides on my back. Except for me,
Okay.
if she wants to ride on my back. In which case, I know where we want to go. There's this place really
Uh-huh.
far down south that I heard about from this weirdo lizard man. And,
Yeah.
And he told me that
Mm-hmm.
that they have cat people there.
Cat
And
like
I'm gonna
people
see if we
like
can-
on.
Well,
Too
yeah, they're
late.
like cat people. We're gonna see if we can like take one as a pet. So then
Oh
we
my
can have a little
God.
kitty.
Oh, and it could do the chores for her.
It could. Probably way
It's a
better
good
than
idea.
Keith.
Yeah.
How is Keith?
We haven't seen him in a very long time. We've
What?
missed you guys. I know
We haven't
Keith
seen-
isn't
Wait,
in
no,
here.
where's Keith been?
I don't. Ollie doesn't know where Keith's been. She forgot.
I need to ask Myth this right away.
Oh.
I'm sure
That
we can
is-
find him, but wait. So do we have like the mental link set up and stuff?
Do you? No?
No. Okay. So Ollie's gonna be like, "Hey, Promise, is there a way that you can make yourself like a little smaller? Because if I take you to where Myth is right now, you could hurt her on accident if you go to land and like you're this big, you know." We don't want to hurt Myth. I mean, yeah, like I feel like
Is she in
the
a big
building
open
might-
field right now? Because if she's in a big open field, this is gonna work really well.
No, there's like buildings and stuff.
Are the buildings like a big open field?
No, you'll have to
Hmm.
get a little bit smaller, just like a little bit, okay? Like enough to where you won't crush everybody. And Elfie's there too, so
Well, I can see Hushire over there.
they changed
Okay,
a
I'm gonna
bunch of
fly
stuff.
really high up then.
Okay,
So he's like flying really, really high up. Like, I'm gonna say this goes on for a few minutes, so we'll cut back to the other group real quick. Oops, didn't mean to open that door. Alright, you guys are doing your glibness, manipulative bullshit.
I mean, honestly, I kind of also want to get as many permissions into places as possible. Like, because the way
Works.
vampires
Not-
are is that you have
Yeah.
to be invited once and then you're in until someone moves. So I
Of
just want to
course.
be getting as many like accidental invitations as possible. Being like,
With
oh
glib-
yeah, I'll stop like show you a place sometime for sure. Yeah, you can visit maybe, that sort of a thing.
With glibness, it's literally not possible for you to not be invited like into every one of these people's house.
Yeah.
Rodolph would tell you
Yeah.
though that like his house is not here. He just is staying in an apartment here.
Well, he'll have to show me around sometime.
Yeah.
Both places.
Meanwhile, this one down here, they've just been kind of bemoaning about like, about Eldon's like influence on Aryonia. It's just been, I don't talk about this super often. And everybody like kind of around them sighs. And even even Rodolph is just like, oh my god, yes they do. They're gonna talk about it again. I don't talk about this super often. But I think me fucking Aryonia broke him.
I was gonna ask next who did that. That's amazing.
Just saying, everybody has been seeing like he's gotten a little bit weird ever since.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
bro, this is Elfie like chiming in. Like, broke Aryonia or broke Eldon? Like, who are we talking about
I mean,
here?
maybe both.
Aryonia, like I would never ever give it with Eldon.
No, I mean, like, I know that you hooked up with Aryonia. I understand that, but like, I wasn't sure if you were referring to like Eldon got upset about it or Aryonia is being weird about it. Just
pretty
needed some
sure-
clarification.
See, Aryonia, they like to pretend that they're not like into romance or anything. But I'm sure that ever since I didn't contact them afterwards, they probably, they've been all about this order and other things, and this just all seems like a thing to get my attention personally. If I was going to wonder what happened, and I'm not fully convinced that Yorva isn't like messaging Aryonia to like kind of egg them on, because I just have always thought that Yorva would be very jealous of of what I did, so this is just her way to get back at me. And like, allegedly Yorva is kind of wanted and we are looking to kill her, but it's weird that we haven't, isn't it? It's weird that we just have a hand walking around, not dead, that betrayed us. So I think Yorva is speaking to Aryonia, and she's just kind of feeding him all this order bullshit because she knows it would make me annoyed, and she's angry that I slept with him.
Is he telling the truth that he boinked Aryonia?
Go ahead and roll an insight.
I will also roll an insight because I want to know, but we all know it's not going to be high.
It's pretty good.
I'm so glad that someone
So-
gets to know. Yeah.
Good
you
job,
can tell
man.
they're telling the truth. They did. Everyone else though around just does not buy this story that like that's the reason Aryonia is the way that he is now.
Mm-hmm.
Even like this tiefling next to Myth, just like wouldn't make any sense for it to be like it's. Excuse me, other tiefling. I love your horns, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I love yours.
Did you shave one down to be uneven or something? Because like it's very unique, and I kind of want to do something like that. Did it
No,
hurt?
I think I just slept wrong.
Oh.
I don't know.
Shit. So
Or I
my mom was
didn't,
right.
or I ate
Oh.
weird, or I had like a little. There's a lot of things that go back in my childhood that I'm like, that could have done it, but
Just so you know, like there's no goddamn way that Aryonia is like has become so order obsessed because fucking Wes over
I mean-
there slept with them
Fucking
once.
Yeah, why did they sleep together once, by the way? Was it like a heat of passion?
No,
Or,
don't
like,
don't say
we
that
both
too
have-
loud. God damn it. then Urta Wes was like, so here's the thing, here's how it happened me. I was wearing my best suit jacket, my best skirt, and my highest heels. It worked on Aryonia. Aryonia loved it. So, Aryonia, we are all celebrating like the rise of Aryonia. We created this amazing empire together. I was a newly appointed lord, and they just could not resist me during the festivities. So, here's what it is. I walked up to Aryonia, they were in their best dress, and I whispered in their ear, and they followed me into the broom closet. Mind you, they did not turn around when we found the janitor there. And the janitor left, and wait, did you ask me how banging Aryonia was, or were you asking me how it happened?
Both.
Well, so they go on to excruciating detail about the situation.
Oh God.
Because of course they do.
Yeah. And at one point they're like, oh yeah, there was also this weirdo who kept on like occasionally walking in and was like, he said that he was a landlord that lived in somebody's basement, and he also kept on asking about you. I think he asked about you specifically, you the short one, the Elfie. It was really weird. He wondered if you would like to frolic and enjoy some mushrooms again, and weird situation. Never saw that man again, blonde man. But anyhow, he tried to interrupt us.
Elfie's like, what? No. She goes up to him and she's like, tell me about this guy.
Well,
This is an
excuse
energy.
me as I tell my story. Rude.
No, I don't care. Tell me about this guy.
You don't
We're so
care.
invested in your story that we want to know all the minute details. So, set the scene. Who is this guy to lead to your amazing seduction?
Okay,
Fine.
Oh, fine. So there was Aryonia, and he had one arm like this, and then he had one arm disappeared. Don't know how they did it. Amazing, though. Made things so much more convenient for what I was trying to do. But anyhow, I was
And
doing
the guy.
my thing, as one does, and then... Oh, you wanted to hear about that? Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't know. He's told me his name was Marian, and he just kept on playing his guitar while we were trying to do things, and I was like, no, leave. Then he asked me if he could use my laptop, and I was like, we don't know, what is that? I don't know what that is. And then he kept on saying something about we have to kill Karen, and weird situation. Anyhow, eventually he left, and then after he left, Aryonia, they did this thing. Let me show you. They stomped their foot on the table. All right, so Aryonia had a leg like this. Okay? Pay attention to the position. The angle, look at my foot. All of you. Everybody in the tavern.
I'm looking at the foot.
Okay, so my foot was like this. Aryonia said it had to be precisely at a 64-degree angle, 64 degrees east. So I moved. I had to get my compass out, which was a little annoying, but worth it in the end. So anyhow, we're gonna scoot on over to another conversation. Because I don't know how that hookup happened. I can't visualize it consistently. Okay. So
I think that's for your safety.
So meanwhile, Promise and Ollie are just I'm assuming Ollie's just flapping her wings as fast as she can to keep up with this big dragon in the sky, just flying higher and higher up. All right, Ollie, so I want us to both get there at the same time. So here's my plan. I'm going to transform into a human-looking body, and then I'm going to put my arms straight like this and just kind of aim at Hushire. Then I'm going to
So you kind of just want to be an arrow straight down?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you care if I go down and tell them just so you don't accidentally smush Elfie or anything?
What's Elfie's hair like nowadays?
It's a little bit less bright pink. It's not like Myth skin colored anymore. It's a little bit more purpley dark. A little bit longer too, but she's still easily elfy. You'll recognize her. Do you want me to go down there and wait for you, or do you want me to just stay here? Like, what do you want?
Are you not going to do the thing that I'm doing, where you just kind of we're gonna slam into like the door?
That'll kill me. So no.
How about this? I open my dragon mouth. You go into my mouth as a dragon. And then I transform into like this human form. And then you're in my human form mouth. And then it will cushion you when we land.
Can you make me smaller by chance? Or would it be easier if I got smaller?
Oh no, I could definitely fit like a bird in my mouth.
But what about when you transform back?
Into a person? When I go into a
Yeah.
person body? No, you'll fit. You're not a big bird.
This is true. But you promise you won't eat me?
Yes.
Pinky promise?
I don't have pinkies right now. I am a dragon.
Okay, but you would pinky promise if you had the pinkies.
Yes.
Are you lying to me, promise?
No.
If you eat me, Myth will be very sad. You will probably make her cry. And I know you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
Okay, good. So you won't eat me then.
Yes.
I don't know, promise. You're not really sounding all that convincing.
What? I'm very convincing. Get out of my mouth.
Say please.
Please, Ollie, will you go inside my mouth?
Sure. I hop into his mouth.
Okay.
We need that on a t-shirt. I'm very convincing. Get out of my mouth.
Oh no.
No, we can't have that specifically.
No.
In context. We cannot.
We cannot. But, you know,
We need it on a mug.
always, like, really, really, really wishing for that mental link right now. Like,
Mhm.
yeah. Because,
So,
she's a bird inside
Mhm.
Promise's mouth. Who's a
How
big
big
ass
is this
fucking
bird?
dragon. Like, it's just like a normal size, like, crow. Like, it's not a very
oh,
large
so it's
bird.
gonna be... I was picturing a sparrow. Okay, this is gonna be very funny. Okay.
Yeah, I imagine it'd be, like, a little bit proportionate to, like, Ollie's, like, size, you know, so it'd probably be a little less large.
So-
Like, it wouldn't be a full-size crow.
So you're like head first in Promise's mouth, his dragon mouth. Like you fit in there really easily. Like it's a lot of room. It's a huge dragon. Then it's like
Yeah.
shrinks around you until it's like skin to feather tight.
Okay.
And your like crow butt is sticking out of Promise's human mouth. And
Okay,
suddenly you
okay.
just feel like you're falling down very quickly as he just like 45-degree angle is like
Nice.
zooming towards Hushire.
And in Ollie's head, or out loud, because Promise might get it, she goes, "Time's up, let's do this, Leroy!" And just,
What?
oh, you don't get it? Oh, Promise.
I don't watch old things. Or sorry.
Very, very true, very true. Okay. Make sure to land, like, awesome.
Yeah, you can tell that he's nodding.
On the inside, Ollie's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Meanwhile,
Oh no.
on the other side, that lady is telling the story, and Hathis walks in, and he sees like Wes telling the story, and
That's
just
not
kind of
good.
sighs and narrows his eyes, shakes his head, and starts talking to the bartender. Okay, and here's the thing. When Aryonia is done, you would never expect this, but they
Mhm.
enjoy a large, humongous, hot glass of water.
That's amazing.
I know, I didn't, like, you wouldn't think it would be, like, hot water
Yeah.
specifically, but they say it's better for you to, like, digest. But I'm like, you're a god, you don't need to worry about that.
Yeah,
And then
totally,
they're like, yeah, I'm
totally,
the god of
totally.
Dickens, and I'm like, Aryonia, that's really funny.
Oh,
And now they're the
man.
god of order, and I'm pretty sure I just gave them such a good time that's why they've been like this. I do want to note that everybody has kind of like moved to a different table during the story.
So, like, we're the only ones listening at this point?
Yes, and they are on the table.
Oh.
Hey,
Okay.
buddy.
Cool story,
Awesome story.
Cool story, bro. Tell it again.
Good thing you're not there right
Cool.
now.
I'm so tired now.
So, from what Elfie knows about Aryonia, can she maybe have a hypothesis about I don't know.
I will also say, Hathis has said that it was like a last hurrah type of deal.
Oh, okay.
I'll say that in Elfie's head
Okay.
at some point during the story. Be like, it was like a goodbye to my humanity type of thing. Or like
Okay.
to not being a Veshling. So I don't think he was that picky.
Oh, he just wanted to get it on with somebody.
I think it was just
and they
find
were just
someone
there.
and fucking to find the most willing person.
Athos just kind of sighing. You could see him order, like, a cup of water.
The fact he has the most reason to be an alcoholic.
Yeah. Sad man.
Yeah, I would insight check to see what state he's in, but I'm gonna assume it's not exactly
Bad.
peachy. Yeah.
He looks kind of like out of breath. He looks
Out of
tired.
breath.
Well, like, he's just very tired, overwhelmed by what he kind of had to do, killing that guy and transporting the body and everything.
I'm just gonna real quick go to Elfie. Listen, I'm very worried about the promise situation. But also I need to check on that.
You should be.
What?
Yeah, do what you need to do.
I hope that the most chaotic Fecker does not bust in to this after just this whole deal, after like a whole thing. Anyway.
The
I
mood
will-
shifts, the mood changes of this session are just fucking hilarious to me to think. We go from like, it's quite funny talking to the god of death. Lots of, like, not a good trial. Many people have been executed by this Inquisition. And then, fucking promise, a sex story about Aryonia, everything's to peak
It's
chaos.
D&D,
again.
baby.
Yep.
I'm gonna give Elfie guidance if she wants to do anything. Then I'm gonna go sit near Hathis. Just very awkwardly.
Of course. Oh,
But
too
yeah.
bad Ollie's having issues with internet again.
Oh no.
It's a good pose to be stuck on.
I know, that's so cool.
It's like half a dab.
I feel like if she was in a fighting game, that would be her pose. Yeah.
Yeah.
My god, I can see it.
Myth, sorry for you to see me like this. I don't normally go to the
No,
tavern
you're good.
after work like this, but just kind of needed space for a moment. I know I ordered water, so it's not exactly.
I was gonna say you're being really bad.
Yeah,
You okay?
it's fine. I've had to do a lot of executions. A lot of ones like that recently. Blood magic. Very particular, I guess, sort of. It's not unique to Hushire, but certainly seems like it's framed to be a them problem.
Mm-hmm. This guy at the bar, is he listening to anything at all? Because I want to say stuff, but I don't want to get executed.
Oh yeah, he's just kind of like occasionally looking over at Hathis, and he's like cleaning stuff at the bar.
So, how come it's you that does that stuff? I mean, it was Eldon's call.
I tend to. It's because I lead the war effort, so I tend to be. Our wars against non-believers and heretics, or extended to heretics recently, I guess. So it falls in my duties.
Hey, well, at least you're killing people that you believe deserve to die.
Is that a joke?
Subtext.
Myth?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of stuff I can't say right now, okay?
Maybe wait till I'm a little hydrated. A little bit more hydrated before we go making jokes about an execution I've needed to do.
Yeah, well, I can't exactly say,
What, you afraid Galen's gonna say something? Galen can't speak. Isn't that right, Galen?
What?
We've talked recently. Oh shit. Sorry. I'm very distracted.
Also, even if people can't talk, writing exists. Detect thoughts.
Yeah, oh, that makes sense. Anyhow, how are you?
PG. Can I stop by later? Because I don't want to say what I want to say here.
Oh,
And I want to
of
give you
course.
some time to yourself.
Of course,
Cool.
if you want to stop by, I'm currently, well, I guess I've been staying in this place for a while. I stay in the, second floor of the hand apartments.
Cool.
Middle room.
Middle room. Okay. Well, and see you later.
Yeah, see you later.
No.
I would like just a water to go.
And Galen just gives him like a glass of water.
Like, okay, how much do I owe you?
Galen's just like, it's water. It's free.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna
right.
give him like a pat on the back.
Best.
I'm gonna also subtle spell cast Death Ward on him.
Okay.
What the hell is that? What is that?
It's like outside, standing, looking at the sky for a second.
Oh no.
Is that a bird's butt coming out of a person's? I'm way too. I'm way too tired.
Fucking love happens. Alright. Meanwhile, Ollie, like you're still in Promise's mouth. You feel like it's picking up speed. Like you're beginning to get wind burn on your bird butt.
You just hear Ollie singing songs. I believe I can fly.
This is making Promise begin to cough. And then I'm gonna move Ollie where you're gonna be.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no, where'd she go?
Where is she? Okay, she's not in the castle, so that's
Okay.
good.
I'm in a
So-
mouth.
As soon
Suddenly,
as you had Hathis pointed out, I thought you were gonna land on him.
I
Me
thought
too.
about it. Then
I
suddenly,
thought about pooping on another bird.
you can hear it would. Oh god! Suddenly, Elfie and Myth, you both hear. Well, I guess everyone would hear like a large smash, kind of like outside the walls behind the tavern, into the ground. Just big, solid thump. And meanwhile, like where it actually happens, Promise like spits out Ollie. Oh my god! You look so much smaller when you were like when I was big, but you were small, which is weird because I would think it'd be the opposite.
Ollie switches back and she's like, uh-huh.
So, Ollie, nice to see you. Do you like my clothes?
I do. You look so fancy.
Thank you. I thought it would be like so there's this thing that I know about. It's called a deep V. And I decided I wanted a very deep V, and then I decided I'm just gonna cut the middle part out of a shirt.
You know what? That's like actually, that saves like so much time.
It does. So it's like everything's kind of a jacket.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to go get Myth?
Oh yeah, absolutely want to get Myth. Where is she? No, she's
I'm
this
not
way. I know where
sure.
she is.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
She
no.
seems to be behind this wall.
This wall right here? Like, is she
Can
like
we
right
hear
there?
them?
No, you cannot hear them.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm
I'm going to
concerned.
break down this wall, and then
No,
I'm
no, no,
going.
no, no! Don't break it down. Don't break it down. Let it be a surprise. Let me send Pebble, and then just
I want
let
Pebble to
Pebble
do it. I want to see her.
Well, no, no, no. Listen, listen, listen.
No, no, no,
Let
no,
me
no.
send.
No, 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 no.
Promise, promise. Wait, I have a plan. Let me tell you before you say no. It's a good plan.
Okay, it involves Pebble, right?
Yes, we go have
No.
Pebble bring Myth to you.
No,
And you
I
can
don't
just
want
like
that little
walk
bitch
out.
dragon to do it. I want to do it.
He's not a bitch dragon. He's growing now. Did you hear?
That little, look at him. He's too super tiny.
Yes, but he's no longer just a pseudo dragon.
He's still a little bitch dragon.
He is still a little bitch dragon. But this is the type of things that bitch dragons do.
And something like outside your bag, just kind of like slithering up really quickly.
What? No, I'm not. Yes, he is. He is a bitch dragon. Look at him. He's tiny. He's on your back. Fuck you. No, fuck you. Fuck you. See, look at him. He has a ridiculous voice. A ridiculous voice? Ollie, he's rude. I have been your pet for some time, and I am a dragon, and I have a great voice.
Pebble?
No, he doesn't.
Ollie's just like
I
Pebble.
have a great
you're not-
voice. Pebble has a little bitch voice.
So, does Ollie know like where Myth and Elfie are?
Yes.
Alright, so she's like, Elfie!
Just yelling.
Just yelling. Okay.
Okay.
Do we hear that?
Yeah, you hear it. Everybody else does too.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah.
No one be concerned.
Everything's fine.
It's just they're super in love. They love yelling.
You're so
Ollie,
lucky
like-
that you have glibness, because it just would work. They would just believe you.
Oh, this is true. Shit.
They're just way too in love. Okay, see you guys later.
Oh boy. God.
I love glibness.
I'm
It's so
assuming
useful.
this is the way to get out.
Yeah,
Or-
now you just need to go to the left and around.
Fuck you. Let me go. Stupid thing.
Do you need help?
Ollie, jump over someone's business. I mean, Elfie.
I'm gonna help you, Erica.
Please.
Or not. I might have ruined it. I might have made it way worse. Uh-oh. There were two Elfies for a minute. It was scary.
Whoa, she drank that potion of duplication.
That
I
sounds
still-
like
I
that sounds
still
like an
have
old
it.
best dream
Nice.
sitting in the middle of an Elfie sandwich.
So, Promise is talking to Ollie, just being, I don't want to, okay, so I want to pose when Myth comes by. So I want to look like really cool. So, shit, I haven't, can you hold my arms? Hold both of them when they're fully extended.
Okay.
Okay.
She like grabs his arms. She's just happy to see him.
Okay. I think I'm ready. You may summon her again.
His back is turned to Myth right now.
Oh.
Promise!
Myth! Oh, I see you caught me just in the middle of something.
I hug him immediately. I don't give a shit. Oh my
Wow.
god,
Your
it's
horns
true. You
are
look like this
so-
now.
Your horns are so much more uneven than I thought they would be. When you look in the mirror, usually you're thinking like, oh, they're not that uneven, but they are, Myth.
You're not dead. I can't even
No,
be
look
bad.
it, look it. I look the way I'm supposed to. I don't look like that
Yeah.
little bastard body you give me when you summoned me before.
I like that little. Well, you know what? You look beautiful.
Right? So like I
How did
figured
Ollie
this
pass
is-
through a wall?
This is the ideal look. Ollie, did Ollie pass through? How the hell did you do that?
Yeah.
I'm the avatar, but could somebody move me?
There you go.
Thank
I
you.
don't know how you did that.
Hey,
Magic.
if that's again, promise. I think you look amazing and happy, which is the most important thing.
Yes. So just
And
so
not angry at me.
So recently there was this thing that happened where like I was stuck in this fucking forest for a
Mhm.
very long time. I had been
so
there.
sorry,
How
by the
long
way.
has it been? I have been in there for about 300 years. I am king there.
Promise is
I'm
the
so
king of the
sorry.
forest
I'm
of
so
Do I
Veshen.
have
sorry.
any? Wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember. Am I king? Because I might not have any subjects anymore. No. Thomas is alive. Wait, no. Thomas is a pile of rocks.
But hey, that counts. You're a king.
No,
but
no,
maybe
no, no,
don't
no.
say.
No, I told Thomas that he was not alive. He was not allowed to be alive. He's just rocks.
Okay.
It's his punishment.
Or.
Tax evasion.
But you were gonna burn my taxes.
It's different. I'm king. Well, I guess I was a king, but then all my people died.
Freak accident. Don't worry about it.
Well, total freak accident. Like, so I ordered them to be, like, completely fireproof. And they told me they were working on it. And I would occasionally test them, one at a time. I'm going to miss
It's not real people.
several of
Don't
them.
worry. I'm gonna turn to Elfie and Ollie and just be like, he's not talking about real living people. He's talking about like little wood creatures that he
Yes,
made.
she's right. She's right. They're not alive anymore. They're not living people.
And they were never living.
Ollie's just looking at Myth like, I just rode down here in his mouth.
How?
You don't want it.
You couldn't have ridden
There's
down
a
in a
feather in
pocket
there.
or something?
I asked if I could ride on his back, and he said no.
I don't think he
Look,
has pockets.
Excuse me, what the hell? Did I
It's very
forget
skin
pockets?
tight.
This was a mistake.
No, it was beautiful.
No,
Who
wait,
needs
I
pockets?
do have pockets. I do have pockets. You see him unzip an ab muscle and open it up. See, I have pockets here.
Okay.
The
That is so cool. Real quick though, we are in a place where being any form of chaotic will get you executed.
I should be fine.
No. I love you dearly, but you are very, 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 very chaotic. Which is my favorite thing about
Sure,
you.
okay. Just you never mentioned me being chaotic before.
It just didn't come up, you know?
Hmm.
Because it was never a thing I needed to like dock points on before.
So, like, what are we doing here? Also, your head seems like full of just junk that's not mine.
Oh! Yes. Well, when you left, I got really... I have a new patron. Her name's Elena. She's fine. Not as cool as you.
I know, well, obviously.
Yeah.
Where the hell's
And
my
she's like,
Xbox?
it's somewhere. I'll get it. We'll get you a new one. I don't think there's an Xbox here. Maybe you could make one. Find one.
I had
I
to
don't know, you
buy it
opened your
during the
app, I
lockdown.
assume.
It was very expensive, but fine.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Hey, we could get a wish spell and get you a new one.
I wanted that one.
We could get a wish spell and wish for that specific one fully intact.
No, yeah, well, you're right. That's what those are for, isn't it?
Is there any like way to hide you? Or can
I
you
could
just,
just-
are you gonna be normal?
Oh,
Like,
I could
Pretend to
is
be
this-
boring.
Oh, I'm already doing that. See, I'm pretending to be like a person.
Okay, Cool. I trust this.
By the way, I wanted to show you. Whenever I take a step, look where I step. You see him step, and suddenly like a little tiny explosion happened under his foot, and a little flame popped out.
That's the coolest thing ever. Is there a way to turn it off?
Why would you want to turn that off?
It just doesn't read as normal human or person.
Okay, then I'm an elf. And he makes his ears pointy.
Well, I'm a little hurt you didn't pick tiefling, but whatever.
See, I wanted to pick tiefling, but like I pretty much only know you in like your parents' tiefling wise.
And
also, to be honest, I kind of forgot which way the horns pointed, so I wanted to be sure.
it depends on the person.
Oh shit! So I could have
And
done.
sometimes
Okay,
they
yeah.
curl. Most of the time they're even, but sometimes they're not, obviously.
Oh my god, Myth! You know how we were always upset that there were like no tieflings in Veshen?
Yeah.
So like, there's like no tieflings in the forest.
I'm surprised there's like people in the forest.
Well, there were. I was their king. I told you about that. By the way, my
Yeah,
first law.
totally.
So there was this.
Okay.
Oh my god, there was this adventurer who was blonde. He was such a dick. He came in.
Why? What did
and-
he do?
Okay, so he was like, "I'm going to slay the great monster in the forest," and I was like, "Oh, cool, let me help." And like, so I turned into like a little child, and I was leading him through the forest, and then he started describing him as like having red hair and having a really cool, he didn't say cool, but I know he meant it, really cool like teal jacket with red, and then he said he had an annoying voice, so I thought, okay, I'm going to kill this bastard for you. But then like he kept on, he mimicked the voice and it sounded like me. So
You have
Anyhow.
a gorgeous voice.
I told him, I asked him, I was like, "Do you know Romar Montacute?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm part of the Adventurers Guild. I know Romar." I was like, "Oh, that's amazing." It must be weird for me to have the same voice as him. And he was like, "You don't have the same voice as him whatsoever."
What voice were you doing when you met him as a child?
Oh, like this one, like kind of sounds like Romar, but like a little bit higher pitched.
Right. Of course, my apologies.
And then he was like, "You're the monster." And I was like, "No." And then, I had to eat him.
Understandable.
I learned that you just can't trust blondes, no matter how hard you try.
Maybe we don't eat people while we're here. Actually, funny story about that. No, we'll talk later, actually.
Okay. So, I could just go back in your head, I guess. I'm just gonna have to move some shit around in there.
There's like a lady kind of in, I guess she's not really in there all the time. Lena might
Fine.
stop by.
So, like, maybe, we could hit off.
Renting?
Like, I could just start dating Lena. She could be cool. She hangs out in your head. That's been my
Promise,
house.
please don't.
What? You don't think? Oh, is she
I mean,
ugly?
look, no, she's killed like all of her husbands except for one, I think. No.
Is she blonde? Is that the problem?
No, she's the black hair, I think.
Oh, that's
Yep.
completely opposite. No, can I go in your head? I'll just go in there, and if I see her...
Are you gonna hit on my new patron?
Why not? We could be like your new parents. Oh, wait, you have parents.
Okay, this. You know what? Try it out. Are you gonna be able to get out after?
Oh, yeah, I
Right.
just need to make myself really small to sneak
Cool.
out your ear, and then I have to get big again afterwards.
Okay.
So, like, I'm cool to go in there
Go.
then.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? What's the
sounds
worst
like-
that could happen?
So he steps, like, a good 30 feet back to get a running start, then just starts charging
Ollie,
at
revive
you.
me, please.
And, like, full on just, like, jumps up, gets in the plank, like fully planks, feet first, into your ear, just like slamming against your head.
Ow!
And then he's in your head. There we go. There's so many books in here. What kind of
Oh,
nerd
yeah,
does that?
lady was in there.
They're not even books with pictures.
Yeah, okay. Okay, this immediately feels weird. Okay. I
I'm
don't
going
love
to
this.
I'm gonna look for my things. Just call me if you need me.
Wait, okay,
wait,
but
no.
I do need you to get out later.
For what?
I have plans.
Are you going on a date?
No.
You know, I read a book I read a book.
Okay.
It had pictures, but it was very unpleasant, the pictures. But I read that sometimes people, when they get older, they start going on dates.
Yeah.
It made me wonder, like, you haven't gone on, like, many dates, except with Bromstrop, but, like, he was really dating me. It's like, you might not know what that's like.
By the way, he's dating our cousin now. They have a kid.
What color
who's
is the kid's
16.
hair?
I don't know. The kid
Rest
could be
in peace
bald
to
for all I
Bromstrop.
know.
Myth, do you want me to kill your cousin?
No. Well, no. Well, no. Well.
Why do I need to get out of your
she
head
did
later,
nothing
though?
wrong.
What
She did
for?
nothing. Well, I wanna go. I like the privacy sometimes. Okay.
Oh, so I also read about that in a book.
Where were you getting books in a forest?
Oh, so you see, there was this author that walked in one time, and I was like, "You're now my bookman," and so there are these. So, oh my god, the tree people. Some of them, I would like skin them a little bit, so then like I'd get very thin pieces of them, and then I'd be like, "Bookman, write me stories here." And then like he would make books out of the flesh of the tree people. I could have used just trees, but these books were special books because they were for me.
Aw, he's so cute.
Oh, reminds me, suddenly right in front of you just kind of pops into existence a book
Holy
made of
shit.
like a bunch of like the pages are way too thick and they're just made of wood.
Well,
I
would
wrote
you
that
look
one
at
myself.
that? Thank you. I will
There are
treasure
no-
it and have it forever.
There are no words. Like, it does not appear that he actually knows letters.
A new journal to write in. Ow, splinter.
Oh yes, because learning hurts sometimes. But if you need privacy, then I
Yeah.
guess I will just
Well, not right now, but later. I'm gonna. It's like I don't need. It's just at some point in my life I'm gonna need privacy. Okay. I have a life.
Oh no, I understand. So I probably.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm going to need to. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of now, when I like poop, I think you need to get out for a little bit.
I have to get out, as in like with like.
No,
get out.
as in like if I have to go to the bathroom, you have to wait somewhere else. Okay.
Oh, thank God. So, this reminds me, my friend Terry, he has a place which I'm supposed to visit now that I'm out of there.
Mhm.
He said because we can now leave the forest that I should visit him. So I'm gonna visit Terry when you need privacy.
Do I know this Terry?
Maybe. I mean, like, do you know?
Well, can I like?
Oh,
talk to
he's
his
like
parents?
an owl person.
Can you tell his dad to call me, or his mom, and then I can make sure everything's good.
Oh yes, of course. So I'm going.
Thomas,
to
how
clean
old are
in
you?
Here. What?
How old are you?
Oh, let's see. I was about 4,000 something years old when I got into the forest, and then I spent
Okay.
like 600 years in the forest. So I'm like 4,800.
Okay. Well, you have fun cleaning. I love you. I would die for you. You're the best in the whole world, and I'm so happy that you're okay. Okay.
And with that, he pops away, just doing something else in your head.
Guys, life is worth living again. I know we saw a man get executed today, and that was traumatic. This is the best day of my life.
Ollie's just like, I was in his mouth, and I wasn't allowed to say no.
We just
I need
lost
to go
Mouse
take a
Boy.
shower.
What is happening?
Camera also stopped working. Oh my god, sorry.
What was that?
I was just like overwhelmed with how weird like the session is when you break it down like that.
Well, I'm
Well,
glad you got Promise back, Myth.
Me too.
Surprise!
Oh, I was way too anxious about that whole ordeal.
I hope I played Promise to your satisfaction.
My baby! He lives.
By the way, after not having to do that voice for like
Oh,
a
God.
fucking year, it's so much.
Yeah, Romar's a hard voice to do. Especially high-pitched.
Yeah, I like that that running joke has lasted, like has continued.
What joke?
Oh, nothing.
I love it here.
God, it's gonna be weird updating Trevor on what happened while he was gone. Anyhow, anywhere else you guys want to go?
I mean, Elfie kind of wants to ask around, like people in the tavern and maybe some of the guards to see if they know where this blonde guy is
Perfect.
that Wes mentioned.
Oh, yeah,
Perfect.
Elfie, what was that?
Let's find him first. I'm not convinced he was telling the truth, and then I'll fill you in if we can find him.
Be a wild thing to lie about. Some guy interrupting that.
Yeah.
Do I get any useful information?
All right. Let me think. Weirdly enough, actually, you're talking to guards specifically, right?
The people in the tavern and the guards.
So the people in tavern don't have too much to tell you, apart from that one that was just like doesn't focus on the correct things, I think. But you do find a guard. He's kind of elderly. He's got like a really long beard. Oh, I remember you. You were here a long time ago. You asked me about that Shrock guy. And now you're asking me about that other guy. You never came back to tell me about Janice.
Is this a Chester?
Yes, this is the first Chester you met.
I'm sorry, I never found Janice.
Oh, that's fine, that's fine. I'm just happy to have been a Chester that had a chance to maybe meet her again.
It's like stroking this long beard. It's only been 5 years, but he looks like he's aged like 100.
Well, I mean, I appreciate your help. Do you know this man that I'm talking about?
Oh, yes, that's Marion Ripmickshire.
Do you know where he is?
I've searched for that man my whole life.
I thought you were looking for Janice.
We're looking for Janice and we're looking for Marion.
Why? Why Marion? What's so special about him?
Everything. He knows it all.
What?
He knows the secrets.
Secrets of what?
He knows where the Janices are. But he won't tell me.
Multiple?
Do you... Okay, where did you see him last?
The last time I saw him, I was eating toast out by the lake. I remember it like it was 70 years ago. Even though it was only like a year and a half ago. Sorry, it's been a very rough time last few years.
Mm-hmm.
So many of us turned into vampire spawn for no reason.
Including yourself?
Not me, but others.
Okay. Oh, right. Erica remembers now.
Oh, but you wanted to know where Marion is.
Mm-hmm.
So, I see. So, there's a Chester who sees him every night, he says. He won't tell me where he is, though.
Well, where's this Chester?
I heard he's in a field between two trees.
Where specifically?
It's in between tomorrow and yesterday.
Oh my god.
You may find him there today, perhaps.
Do I know what field between two trees he's talking about?
It could be any fucking field between two trees.
But any fucking field. Okay.
Love Chester's.
All right. Thank you, Chester, for your assistance.
Yes,
I'm
thank
gonna-
you. It was very nice to see you again.
You too.
Oh, by the way, you there. You with the glowing eye.
Hi,
Are
Chester.
you looking for a date to the ball tomorrow?
No, I've got my date right here. And she like puts her arm around Elfie.
I see. Then I will continue to look for Janice. Goodbye.
And with that, he turns
My
to
God, you
dust
could
in
have
the
fixed
wind
him.
and disappears.
What the fuck was this?
I think
Elfie's
that
very
was the
confused.
time god.
I sure hope not. I needed to ask him something really important. If that was him, I would be so mad.
I'm going to tell you something though. That is the oldest living Chester. He's 11 years old.
No, that's there. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What?
11 years old since becoming a Chester.
Maybe.
I'm so confused about what's happening.
Anytime the Chesters are involved is fucking nonsense.
If we could have some kind of resolution about the Chesters at the end of the campaign, I would love that so much. But I don't know if any of us have put like time into figuring out the Chesters, but whatever.
Hathis has been
Oh.
looking into it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
questioned a few.
Nice. Okay, so Elfie
Mhm.
Elfie takes out one of her sending scrolls.
Mhm.
And she's gonna send a message.
Okay.
Okay. To Marion Rittmixshire. What's it gonna say?
Just gonna remind everybody that if you're unaware, Marion Rittmixshire was the protagonist of my Sims 3 series like 3 years ago, before this campaign began.
Whoa.
If you would like to eat more mushrooms with me, then meet me where we dance together tonight.
Nice.
Okay.
You get a response very quickly.
I've been wondering where you've been this whole time. I'll meet you there.
Elfie's like, oh my god, he's real. I I thought he was a bad drug trip this entire time.
We're
What?
looking back at what happened on session 0 of Tales of Field Interest.
Okay, so Elfie kind of like lays it out for you guys. Before I even met Ellie and Talia, like so this is before all that. I was camping in the woods and I found some mushrooms. I thought they were safe to eat. They were not. So I saw all sorts of weird things, and one of them was this really nice looking blonde fellow that happened on my campsite, and I did this weird dance and he was into it. And then I threw up and passed out, and that's all I remember. So, and I woke up in my tent the next day.
Ollie's
Your
kind of
past
like,
is so weird.
wait, I want to do drugs with you.
I haven't done it since then. It was just a really weird experience.
You
And
guys have
this
done
this
drugs together. I remember the stale bread thing at your wedding. It
still
was just
bread?
really bad bread, and you all tripped out.
Oh, really? Oh, well, it wasn't
Yeah.
really drugs. I was just like,
It was like elven
Mold.
shit.
what was it?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Why do I remember your wedding better? Well, I could be delusional.
I've slept since then. I forget a lot of things.
I have not slept. I slept one time in the last few
But-
months.
But basically, this entire time, I thought he was just a figment of my imagination.
Hey, those can be real too.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
All right. Ollie,
Wait,
do
you
have-
agreed to meet this mysterious stranger at night? That's insane. Okay.
Well, I wanted to
mhm.
think of a time, and that was the first thing that came to my head, so it's fine.
That'll be very funny. We're gonna put that in next session for sure. Ollie, what do you want to do? Like, you have anything last things you want to do? And no,
This time.
what's that?
Not this time.
Okay. Then Myth. Any last things you want to do?
Nope. I've got my plans.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Then I think we're gonna end the session then. I think it pretty well-rounded, weird one. The improv sessions always have the weirdest lore drops and also just the weirdest just things that occur. Oh my
Energy.
God. The only thing I had prepared, so just so everyone knows, I've been preparing different quests for like each character, and the only one that that was complete and really usable was Eldramon's. And then I had like an idea for myths where it was just going to be promises coming like right now, and I was just like, I can kind of use that. That's just a concept. That's just an idea. So yeah, we wound up doing that.
Totally chill.
Yeah,
Real
Okay.
glad to not have to go to the Forest of Veshen to get him.
I'm glad I don't have to make another Forest of Veshen map. Do you know how hard that is to wall off that place? Oh my god. But anyhow, thank you for watching. Really do appreciate it. Be sure to like, subscribe, all the YouTube things, comment. Tell me your favorite brand of root beer, even though they're all bad. Okay. Talk to you guys
Remember,
later.
you can purchase your what was it the promise said and then get in my mouth? Cups?
Mugs.
Mugs?
I'm very convincing. Is that what he said?
I'm very convincing. Get in my
Get
mouth.
in my mouth.
Mugs. Dropping
Oh,
soon,
God.
boys.
I might have to make that a thing. God, if there's ever been like an episode to clip around, I feel like today would be a good one. But all right, be sure to check out Gnome of Invention, Klutzy content, and Blind Bandit 0828 on Twitch and YouTube. You can find me, Smash Plays This, on YouTube, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Where's the button? There's the button.